McDonald's in Warrnambool, Clinton-Bosch, Warrnambool, Nissan. And we must thank all those wonderful sponsors, and SunGold Milk I mustn't forget too. And the Tommy Sharons out there have got the SunGold logo on for the first time this year as well. So Billy Slater and the team will be very, very happy. The sun is shining out here at Bushfield Recreation Reserve. Magnificent conditions for this contest. It promises to be an absolute cracker. And players getting into position, boys.
They are indeed, Stewie. And we should quickly note that 5 changes to the selected side for North Warrnambool. Ben Callett, Callum Grundy, Jet Birmingham, Louis Holland, and also... No, that's just the 4 of those. Luke Wines was originally in. Judda Green, Dion Johnson, Bailey Keast, Dylan Parrish among the outs, so along with Ned Tim. So there's some big outs for the North Warrnambool Eagles, and, of course, no Harry Ryan or Sam Cowling for the Blues. So some big changes pre-game. Suns are shining, as you mentioned, Matty, and we're only moments away, Eyes Kelson, from what should be a pretty good contest.
Yeah, and Jordan Dillon gone forward as we expected, and James Chittick picking him up. So that's no big surprise, and Benny Muggerman, of course, lining up in the ruck.
Here we go. So Daniel Weymouth starts this contest against Benny Muggerman. Picking it up there is young James. Quick kick around the body. So the Eagles into attack for the very first time. Running onto the football there is Jet Birmingham. Could have been pushed to the back. Umpire said you're spot on. And young Birmingham will get the free kick. So the greater Western Victorian Rebel been in good nick too. Birmingham, he's 55 out. He kicks to the hot spot. Taking a nice mark. An uncontested mark there was the young kid, Benny Callett, on debut for the North Warrnambool Eagles. And he's going to go back, and what a great start for this young kid's career. Possum Kelly and Greggy Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, first mark inside 50, first passage of play. And I'll tell you what, if he can kick truly, great for his confidence, the young fella.
So here's young Callett. As I said, parents from Caston, they'll be tuning in this afternoon. Comes in, kicks on its way, makes no mistake, and watch the Eagles fans and the Eagles players get around him. What a great start by the young kid. Another one that's playing football at the Greater Western Victorian Rebels. And isn't it great, Possum Kelly, that for the next 4 weeks we get to see him in our local Hendon League competition?
It is, Matty, and I think you touched on it earlier in the year, or one of the sports programs, that they're only playing 13 games, I think, this year in the TAC Cup, which gives us the opportunity and gives clubs not only in our local Hendon League area, but areas all over Victoria and country leagues to get their better kids back. And I think you'd agree, Eyes, it's a great thing, because we want to see these young boys too before they potentially go on to bigger and better things.
100%. And every one of his teammates got to him after he kicked that goal, everyone on the ground.
So, ball back in the centre, 1 goal to the Eagles. Weymouth goes up, good tap down to Bidmate, couldn't quite grab it. A kick forward off the ground by the Eagles, and a fortuitous mark there by Jared Lewis. At the back of the pack, the ball carried about 3 players, and Lewis, on hands and knees, took a chest mark, and he'll go back. He'll kick from probably about 40 metres out. The man on the mark is Brad Bull, who's about 35 metres out. So Lewis, a noted goal kicker, we know. Probably see more on the run as much as anything, but he's coming in. Deliberate shot at goal, drop punt. He's almost directly in front. Lewis comes in 40 metres out, drop punt, kicks on its way. Is it going to make the distance? It might just get there. I think it has. That's 2 to the Eagles. So that's an early Matco highlight of the day contender, and also a goal of the day contender, Matty Stewart, because Jared Lewis gets his first. And in the first 2 minutes, the Eagles, they're 2 straight goals, 12, leading the Warrnambool Blues, who are yet to score, Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, and you have your days where it can enter the forward 50, 10, 15 times to get a couple of marks, but 2 clean marks inside the forward 50 after centre clearances from North straight away. It's a great start.
And Weymouth's probably won both of them, to be honest, but just scouted beautifully by the Eagles midfield, and what a cracking start it has been. Let's go downstairs, all thanks to Rent for Keeps. Alan Blackburn, couldn't be any better here for the Eagles.
Yeah, 2 centre clearances, mate, straight away, and 2 marks inside 50. Great start.
There you go, the Blues now into attack through little Josh Irving. Haven't seen much of Irving. There's Turlin. He picks it up, the youngest of the Turlings. He goes back inboard. Nice mark taken by Weymouth. Big Opie plays on quickly, runs his full quota. Big long kick now, looking for Rowan on the lead. Oh, they got in each other's way there, Steer and Rowan. Good enough to go and get it again. Ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a ball up about 20 metres out from the Warrnambool Blues. First inside 50 for the Blues in this contest, and Jason Rowan and Joey McKinnon just getting to know each other a little bit down there as well. Greggy Kelson?
Yeah, they certainly are, and there'll be no love lost, but conditions ideal. We're going to see some good footy here today. I think it'll stay fine, and the ball's going to pelt up and down this ground here out at Bushfield this Arvo.
It will. Mugger from behind got the tap out. It came to ground levels, picked up by Batten. He's under pressure, no prior opportunity, said the umpire. Play on, he said. Stacks on the mill. The ball might get forced through for a behind at will, so rush behind of the Blues. Their first score of the afternoon. The Trojan concrete scoreboard. The Blues won behind. The Eagles 2 straight goals, 12. Their first forward entry into the 50, Greg Kelson, and they are able to force a score. They'll be looking to lock it in.
Yeah, well, so far every entry into forward 50 has resulted in a score, at least at this point in time. But of course, North at this point in time, much cleaner start with 2 straight goals.
Absolutely. Tom Batten, a big kick. We know he is also a big kick most times. Felix Jones on hands and knees couldn't quite take the mark, and the ball's gone out of bounds on that far wing position side here at the Bushfield Oval today, bathed in sunshine, which is magnificent. We're about 5.5 minutes into this first quarter. The Eagles out of the box, 2 goals, 12, leading the Warrnambool Blues 1 behind.
So Weymouth and Muggerman, they're going to go at each other all day. Muggerman, of course, had a fantastic season in 2019. Ball at the back of the pack. Bidmate just goes through his hands. Good enough to go and get it again. There's young Birmingham. Gets it to Wines. Quick kick out of the pack there by Muggerman. Goes nowhere. Stacks at the mill. Free kick's going to get paid, though, for holding the football. That was red hot. And it's going to go to Wines. This is Adam Wines, the skipper for the North Warrnambool Eagles. He gives it a bat now. A bit of run and carry back to Wines. A little bit of 1-2. Kicks out into space now, looking for Big Juddles. Has he got on the second bite of the cherry? Yes, he has. I thought Robbie Bright might have had the first bite there, but he didn't. And Big Juddles looking very, very fit, the big man. He's been in the gym in the off-season. He's had the fresh shave, and he is looking magnificent. He's going to go back and try and slot goal number 3 for the North Warrnambool Eagles for the perfect start.
And marks inside 50, aren't they important? That's 3 from 3 now for North Warrnambool.
3 from 3.
I say Bushfield.
Jordan Dillon misses to the left, and it goes through for a minor score. So the first blemish for the Eagles, 2-1-13. Warrnambool 1 behind. That's on the Trojan rock hard concrete scoreboard. We've played about 6.5 minutes on the fresher time clock. Poss Kelly, first quarter.
Alan Blackburn quickly down there. Redford keeps for you. Rob Bright forced to now play deep back because Dillon's out of that goal square. So a little mini win there, I reckon, for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Yeah, he's playing on Adam Wines, and Brad Bull's picking up the dangerous Jared Lewis. And been a little bit undersized. Kellett's got a mismatch on his opponent over there, number 12. Who's that, boys?
On for the Blues,
Reinheimer.
Young Reinheimer. Now, the Blues have it on the wing position. Bidmate goes into Weymouth, dropped the sitter, but he was able to recover. Got a long handball out wide. It's come back to Bidmate. So Bidmate goes short, looking for on the lead there. And a good strong mark taken out there for the Warrnambool Blues by little Noah Turlin. He plays on, centres it, looking for his brother. That was actually Noah. It was Jed that took the ball first. There's Batten now, off half-back for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Kicks the ball long outside that wing position. It comes to Bright. Handball over the top. Looking for Jai Turlin, the reigning Maskell medalist. Comes back to Bright. Bright, a handball went nowhere. This allows the North Warrnambool Eagles to chip in through Birmingham. Got a handball over the top. It only went as far as Zach Dwyer. He's under pressure. Tries to break a tackle, but a high, said the umpire. Yeah, fend off it was. And the free kick will go to the North Warrnambool Eagles on the half-back flank, and when these blokes are distangled, it's Birmingham with the free kick, Matty.
Good young kid, this kid. Had a breakout season in 2019. He's an absolute ripper. Plays on quickly now. Kicks down on that far out of sight. Nice mark taken there, that time by Jackson Grundy. So Grundy sizing up his options. He's got Wines on if he wants to use him. Oh, not the best kick from Grundy. It's been cut off that time by Dwyer. Pretty scrappy bit of football, to be honest. Here's Big Opie. He picks up. He's dispossessed by Dillon. Stacks on the mill, and we are going to have another ball up about 55 metres out. Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Redford Keeps on the boundary line, Blackie. It's a pretty physical contest, this one, thus far.
It is, yeah. Good passage of the play, Stewie, and as we say, the ground's in really good nick. The weather's beautiful, so we're looking forward to a great game of footy.
Tommy Ludeman got a free kick. He elected to play on. He put his player under pressure, but fortunately, Jai Turlin was able to draw the free kick for a too-high tackle. So Turlin as we mentioned, the reigning Maskell medalist way back about 18 months ago. Could you believe? He goes short. It's taken by Irving in his first game for the Blues. Irving gave it back to Turlin. Turlin goes short into the centre. Good kick too. Bell, he paid the mark after he initially dropped it, but Bell plays on, gives it back to Turlin. That's Jai. He'll look to drive the ball forward in, looking for Rowan. Up he goes. Pressure from behind from Batten was really good. Or was that McKinnon, in
I reckon.
fact.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets Butters up too at ground level as Jason Rowan got up a little bit ginger there. Alan Blackburn down for Arts and K. Keep your eye on that. He doesn't look too good at all. Holding his right arm, so Arts and K up there as he comes off. It might be a shoulder, Matty. Sorry, down there, Blackie. It doesn't look good.
He knows it too. He's straight.
It looks like he has popped a shoulder, so this is a big injury break for the Warrnambool Blues.
Yeah, not good, boys, and probably a bit unwarranted attention there afterwards from McKinnon, but anyway.
Yeah, well, he'll come from the ground, and you would think that with an injury like that, he'd play no further part. In the meantime, play goes on. It's a chance for Wines out of the centre. Good kick right across the ground for Callum Grundy. Now, Grundy's got some space in the bright yellow wheels. Goes down towards Muggerman, couldn't take it. Comes over the back. Callett was really good. Got it to Lewis as a snap at the left foot, but misses, and misses badly.
He's in a bit of pain here, boys.
He's gone out of bounds on the full.
Poor old Rowan. He's one of the veterans of the competition now, and I don't like seeing this.
Boys.
Well, the shoulder's still out, boys.
Yeah, it's no good at all, boys. You would think that, gee, that's not something that you come back from Alan Blackburn for Arts and K. You wouldn't think.
Oh, yeah, he's a tough as they come, too. Don't worry about that little Jace Rowan. So we wish him all the best of luck. He's going to go in and, hopefully get that shoulder put back in. That is a big loss for the Warrnambool Blues here, that is for sure. So the ball now right in front of the commentary position out here at Bushfield. Pretty scrappy, as I said. Young Liam Bidmate in there. We're going to have another ball up. So Dylan now in the ruck against big Opie Weymouth. Dylan, beautiful tap over the back, scouted though by Turlin. Jackson Bell's wrapped up in a strong tackle. Umpire says holding the football. It's our man again. He likes that holding the agate, and Matty Wines will get the resultant free kick. So Wines about to pump it long and strong into attack. He's got a teammate on here. Beautiful kick. And a nice lead too by young Callum Grundy. So Grundy, he's going to have to kick from outside 50.
Look out, Adam Wines is down in the goal square, mate. He's a bit sore too.
A little bit going on off the ball here. So Grundy kicks it in. Wines recovers. Can he take it? Yes. That's Arlardus. He's going to be on here. Oh, it's going to be on, I reckon.
That's a mark, wasn't it?
That was a mark for sure. And, of course, Wines not happy with the attention from Chittick. And I think that's where it might have started. And, well, you don't mess with big Wines. He don't like that stuff. And the boys just getting to know each other. So the umpire does a good job, balls it up. Here's James running onto the football. Handball to Lewis. Lewis goes back through the hands of Birmingham. Birmingham gets the handball back, steps around one or two. The young kid cut off, though, this time by Jackson Bell. Not a good handball. It's been intercepted. There's Grundy. He gets the handball on. It's lifted up a notch here.
Oh, beautiful tackle there and rewarded as Matthew Wines tried to fend off Bidmate, but he was just too strong in the tackle. Plays on, gets the handball over the top. It comes out there towards Will Fleming. He gives it to Bell. So Dinger Bell goes bang looking for Turlin. Couldn't get him. The ball falls short. McKinnon got in the road there for North Warrnambool. He butters up. Free kick in the back. No, said the umpire. Play on. Stacks on the middle. He'll ball it up about 45 metres around from the Warrnambool goal. And I think the seat has been sold down there, Alan Blackburn, for rent for keeps. And you've got a Arts and K update.
Yeah, Matty Wines just coming off with a leg injury. I'm not sure what the extent is, but we'll have a check him out. He's very wobbly. He's in a bit of pain, Matty, which he doesn't usually show his pain.
And a free kick's been pulled out here too, and it's going to go to the Warrnambool Football Club at Jed Turlin. I don't know what it was for, but there's a little bit going on here. There's certainly a few blokes getting to know each other, and the big one, boys, is Jason Rowan with a shoulder injury. And, you just wonder where they're going to get their goals from this afternoon too, with no Cowling, of course, playing as well. He was laid out before the game. So Jed Turlin, big kick in the context of this game, left footer. Kicks on its way. Hasn't got the leg. It's going to go to the left. Just falls short. Beautifully scouted there. That time by Austin Sinclair. He hits up Jet Birmingham on that far outer side. And Birmingham pumps the Eagles long and strong.
He's been busy on that wing. Birmingham early touches. The ball comes out the back to Callett. Callett a handball over the top looking for Wines. He's taken, in fact, it was a kick. So Wines will take the mark. Comes inboard looking for Dylan. He didn't quite get to him, but it bounces over the back to him. A wobbly old kick forward. Lewis is first to recover. He gets it out there towards towards Keast. Keast gives it across to young Jones, and Felix Jones goes bang for the Eagles' third. So a good movement of the footy. And Matty Stewart, again, Jet Birmingham on that outer wing. He's been so fleet of foot, and he's gone on and he's created that goal, certainly. So 3-2-20, the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. The Warrnambool Blues just one behind. Unfortunately, we haven't got the time clock going here, Eyes, but we've probably played about 10 or 12 minutes, I think, of the first quarter.
Somewhere around 15 minutes. And all of the attacking, as you said, Possum has been on that opposite side to the sheds here, the wing on that side of the ground. And gee, I tell you what, even early doors, 3 goals, 2 to the Eagles. Oh, I'm worried it might be Warrnambool's going to have to hit back here. Pretty soon, I reckon, or we might see it get a bit one-sided, Matty.
Yeah, no, it's just they've obviously moved Weymouth forward now, just trying to give some options. Young Howard comes into the ruck for the Warrnambool Football Club. They are kicking with a slight breeze, though. Probably a 2 to 3 goal win in this first term, but I've been impressed with young Callett. Got his hands on that far outer side too for a big kid. He's mobile, gets around the ground, and they're into attack once again here through James. But taking a nice mark there was Will Fleming across half back for the Blues. So wants to steady the ship a little bit. They need to batten down the hatches a bit here. So Fleming, chip out wide, looking for Howard. He kind of had his back turned to the football then. I think he realised the ball was coming to him, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a ball up. All thanks to Red for Keeps on the boundary, Alan Blackburn. Blackies, have you got an update on Rowan and also Matty Wines?
No, not on Rowie. I think you'd better not go in there. He'd be under enormous pain. They'll be trying to manipulate his shoulder back in. And, boys, Snooze Wine's moving a lot better now, so I don't know whether he got a stinger there or what.
Here's an opportunity for the Eagles again going forward. A beautiful kick from Keast has landed a slap bang on the chest of Adam Wines, and he'll go back and shoot from about 35 metres out. Slight angle right in front of us here at Bushfield this afternoon, bathed in sunshine. So Wines has kicked 2 goals this year, and of course he is a very, very promising player. Well, not a promising player, he's a seasoned player now. Wines comes in, drop punt on its way, looks pretty good from here as it just drifting to the left. It's a goal, I think it's a goal. So that's the 4th on the board for the North Warrnambool Eagles. They go to 4-2-26 on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard, leading the Warrnambool Blues one behind. And again, Greg Kelson, that nice, easy transition into the forward line, whereas any forte forward by the Blues have been under pressure, whereas the Eagles have been able to bring it in almost unattended on time.
Well, they've had room to work in too, these forwards for North. That's 5 marks inside forward 50 already for North, and 4 of them have resulted in goals. So the efficiency rate is enormous for North Warrnambool at the minute.
Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Up at the friendlies, it is South Warrnambool taking on the Camperdown Magpies, and Peter Canady, we welcome him for the first time in season 2021. How you going, Pete?
Going all right, big fella. How are you? Good afternoon to all our listeners. Listen, you fellas up there in the box, you're supposed to be the brains trust of the league. I believe earlier in the day you had a big conversation about where the grand final might be, and I think you mentioned every ground in the league bar the best playing surface.
I chipped in with Camperdown, big fella.
Yeah, no, you've got to go back to the footy chair, Pete.
Last week, my friend.
Definitely. Hey, listen, what's going out there?
Week. We're 17 minutes into the first quarter here. The Roosters 1-2-8, Camperdown 4 straight behinds. In the open netball at half-time, Camperdown 23 lead South Warrnambool 19.
Gee whiz, that's good in the netball for the Camperdown Magpies, because the Roosters certainly...
I can give you a 3-quarter time score there now, Matthew, in that game. South Warrnambool up by 4, I think.
There you go. So cracking game of netball and football. Let's go. Hey, don't worry, you had the wrong score last week, Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Good on you, Dad.
On a goose chase. Hey, good on you, Pete. Great to talk to you, big fella.
Get your facts right.
boys.
Let's go down to the Compton Recreation Reserve, and I think he's making his debut on around the grounds for us. We love him. He's one of our sponsors here on Hammond League Live. The great man Clinton Bolsh. How are you, Bolshy?
I'm good, boys. How are you today?
Fantastic, mate.
Right down here.
Oh, you be in dangerous territory then, Clinton Bolsh.
I certainly am, but yes, they're taking it right up to the Saints. They've got the Saints by 8 points at the minute, the 12-minute mark, and they're, I would say that 60% of the ball's been in the Cobden forward line.
Beautifully done, Bolshy. Going to be covering that contest all afternoon for us. And we thank the boys around the grounds. Back here, Jenny Turlin plays on quickly for the Blue Baggers to try and kick their first goal of the afternoon. Free kick's been paid for a hold in the goal square. And I reckon it's gone to Jackson Bell, is it?
I think it is.
Yep, that's him.
So I reckon not a bad ploy this. I don't mind Dinger going one out that forward 50 because he's so elusive, plays on quickly, but unfortunately just a little bit too laconic there and it goes through for a minor score. But I like the move, Vice Kelson, because they need someone, a bit of a forward target down there, and he's such a good one-on-one player.
Oh, well, he's clever, isn't he? They're going to have to get the ball in nicely for him, won't they? You know, but yeah, I like it too.
So the scoreboard reads Warrnambool 2 behinds 2 points. The North Warrnambool Eagles 4-2-26. Shojan, rock hard concrete scoreboard.
And speaking of Shojan, the Shoj, Bright takes a very good contested mark, but his kick lets him down. It only goes as far there as Jai O'Brien. He goes into the centre to Lewis. Lewis kicks the ball long to Muggerman under 10. It'll take a mark. Gee, again, Greg Kelso, we mentioned it earlier, but the delivery into the forward line by the North Warrnambool Eagles is very, very good. He plays on to Wines, handballs. Wines snaps over the body and says, that'll do, I'll just slot her over my shoulder and kick another one.
That was too easy.
They've gone under 5-2-32 on the Shojan concrete scoreboard, leading the Warrnambool Blues, who are just 2 behinds. We've played probably about 18 minutes of the first quarter.
Now, that was the same spot Benny Muggerman took that mark in probably that grand final in 2019.
No, you don't need to remind everyone.
I was just thinking, he wanted to get rid of it quick then, didn't he? He didn't want to have the shot.
And Stewie, in the grand final, no one went near him when he was going for that shot, so maybe the same thing could have happened.
And he's just gone straight to the bench too. Just keep an eye on him. I hope he's not injured or something, because he was a little bit ginger as he ran up there too.
Just having a rest. Just having a rest. They've got too much room to work in up forward. There's space in front of their key forwards.
Delivery's good, isn't it?
Yeah, delivery's fantastic, but maybe we just need an extra one back or something. There's just too much room to work in at the minute.
Yeah, and again, they've won a centre clearance because Birmingham got over the top to Lewis. Lewis got it onto Wines. He couldn't quite take possession of the footy. In there for the Blues was little Jai Turlin. But, he's pulled out a free kick, a throw against Turlin, so it'll go to Wines. So the Wines boys are very prominent this afternoon, and Matthew Hill looked towards his brother Adam. He goes in that direction. He's on the lead. Up he goes. Couldn't take the mark. Falls to the back. It'll be a free kick against him, I think, this time it will be. And it'll go to Rob Bright. So back at the Blues after a little stint at Maribale is Rob Bright. And he'll go back deep, back pocket for the Blues, and he'll look to, it's one-on-one at the moment. His kick's not great. It might favour Turlin. It does. Wines couldn't take the mark. Turlin got it back inboard. That was a handball over the top, which really did hit its target, but the umpire says no prior opportunity given to the young man there, young Austin Steer. He'll throw it up. So Dylan and Weymouth, not much hair between those two boys as the ball comes out there. Trying to break the tackle was Morgan. That's Sam Morgan for the Blues. Hold the ball to the umpire. And again, Birmingham. He's been very, very good today. So Jet Birmingham will kick the ball long into the forward line for Warrnambool. Out on the lead. Good spoil coming from behind by James Chitty. Gets it over the line in front of Callis. And Benny Keller on that occasion couldn't take the mark. There'll be a boundary throw in almost in front of you down there for Redford Keeps. Alan Blackburn and the Eagles are off to a great start.
Yeah, I think they've thrown one back to Warrnambool. They must have heard you boys, and there's one behind the play.
Yep. Just going to batten down the hatches. So here's young Kellett going up against Weymouth, who wins it down. Haven't seen a lot of Ludeman. Breaking through that time was Felix Jones, but he's wrapped up and taken across the line by Brad Bull, and we're going to have another ball up. I've been impressed with young Kellett here early in this contest.
Yeah, good player, isn't he?
Wants to impose himself into the contest, which is what you love from a young kid. Weymouth wins that one down to Bidmate. Bidmate gets a handball on. Here's young Liam Bidmate, his brother, but the kick that time cut off and a nice mark taken by Austin Sinclair for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Only a young-looking kid.
Good too.
Put that down,
Ice. Very good.
Down.
Yeah, nice mark.
Mark it down as a Matco higher highlight contender. The kick was touched, play on advantage. Howard wraps up in a nice tackle and will get the resultant free kick. So young Benny Howard, what's he going to do? Goes a little chip to Turlin. That's a little Jai. Umpire says not 15. Good shepherd there that time by Big Weymouth. Kicks out. It's a one-on-one contest now. Bidmate and Lewis. Oh, well done by Mitchie Bidmate in the end. It was a good result. Handball goes forward. He's dispossessed. Overrunning the football that time was Irving.
Free kick to Lewis.
The umpire's plucked out a free kick, and it's going to go to Chopper Lewis. So he's been pretty prominent in his first term as well, has the chop.
He has been working up and down the ground. He's got a player wide. It's James, so he's taken a mark. That's Tommy James. halfback flank for the North Warrnambool Eagles. He'll probably come down the line looking for Dylan. He will now, left foot down the line. No, he's not quite sure what to do. Gives it off to Tommy Batten. Tommy Batten will centre it. Oh, it's a risky kick, but it might come off out wide there to Wines, to Luke Wines.
Oh, well done.
Stolen out there beautifully by the Blues. Bell ran onto it. He couldn't handle it. Picking up the footy there was Liam Bidmaid. The ball comes back out to the North Warrnambool Eagles. That's Wines again. Kicks it wide. He's got a player unattended out there. This is O'Brien, Tim O'Brien. He'll play on. He centres the ball. Oh, I'm not sure whether it was quite... Oh, that's a hard hit too.
No.
Not quite sure whether it was actually meant for that young boy there, but he certainly gave him some responsibility to take the mark, and he did a very, very good job. Can't quite pick up who that is out there, Matty, but it might be young Felix Jones, who's already kicked the goal today. He has Felix the cat. He's very good. Back on his feet like a cat. Centres the ball. Up they go. Wines is there. Couldn't take the mark. Ball falls back to the Warrnambool Blues. Comes out to Ludeman. Ludeman goes wide at the wing, looking out there for the big fella in... that's the big ruckman in Howard. He couldn't take the mark. The ball's forced over the line, out of bounds, a wing position on the broadcast side here at Bushfield today. There'll be a boundary throw in, and I guess Greg Kelson, fair to say they just need to get their hands on the ball a little bit. The Blues, don't they? And at least gain some possession.
They do, but the delivery probably needs to be a bit better too. Poss North are picking it off at will across half back at the minute.
There goes Bedmate. Nice mark across half forward there by Benny Howard. Howard likes to play on quickly. Kicks long. Not a lot of options. It's going to hug the boundary line, and Jackson Bell definitely moved forward for the Warrnambool Blues. So 5-2-32. That is the Eagles. The Blues 2 behind, 2 points. Shojin, rock hard concrete scoreboard. Can't be long to play on the Fresher Fruit Juice time clock in this first term. And it is brought to you by those new Tommy Sherrins with a sun gold milk logo on them. They look magnificent out there this afternoon. The sun is shining at the Bushfield Recreation Reserve. So Howard and Dylan going to go at it. Dylan just palms it down. He's been pretty dominant this first term. Has big Juddles. Coming out there was McKinnon. He was dispossessed. Steer was in there also. Handball comes out though. No, the Eagles, they're going to get out of trouble once again. And a nice mark taken by Harry Keast, who plays on the Wines. He's got Keast running if he wants to use him. Decides to. He's been impressive, this kid. So Harry Keast, long kick down the line. There's young Benny Kellett. Look at him go. Like a big praying mantis. Holding the football. He's red hot, that umpire, on that decision. He's consistent with it at least, and the free kick will go to the Warrnambool Football Club and Robbie Bright. He plays on quickly to Chittick. Chittick on that left boot. Oh, kick's got to be good. Touch goes through. It might have been touched, but what's happening here now? The mark's been paid to Jai Turland, and they're just going to try and chip their way out of this, Possum Kelly.
Yeah, they will indeed. I'm not sure Jai actually knew he marked that, but nevertheless he paid it. He's given it to Bidmate. He's been called to play on now. Will he get there? He just did, I think. Was it out of the full? No, out of the full. So again, a poor disposal by the Blues of bringing them undone. Now the ball's being brought back into play. Good size up kick there will come out there towards Lukey Wines. Wines goes wider again, gives it to James. That's Sam James. Another kick forward by the North Warrnambool Eagles. Missing it was Bull, butted up nicely. They got over the top to Bright. This way, that away. Dodges one. Good handball over the top was really good. That got it out there towards Will Fleming. He's been pretty good for the Blues too. Good mark playing on his Jed Turlin. Down the throat of his little brother Jai. He's been really good for the Blues, Jai. He's got the ball just short of half forward. He'll drive the ball in long. Looking beautiful down kick there for and finding, I think it's Austin Steer it is. Tight pocket. But he'll actually have, believe it or not, the Blues' first set shot at goal, I think, this afternoon, Eyes, and we're probably about 23, 25 minutes into the first quarter, and this will be the Blues' first set shot of goal by young Austin Steer. We'll come down to you shortly, Alan Blackburn, for an Arts and K injury update as you're making that symbol down there. So Steer comes in, badly needed one for the Blues. They're yet to hit the scoreboard for the big 6-pointer today. Comes in, drop punt, tight angle, ball's on its way. It's not a bad looking kick, but just fades a little bit to the left. So the third behind on the Shojin concrete scoreboard for the Blues. We're about 25 minutes into the first quarter. And Alan Blackburn for Arts and K will go down for an injury report for you, but it's not all about you.
That's it. I think I know who it's about today. Just an injury update on the scoreboard. They've always forgot to turn it on. That's as simple as that, boys.
Yeah, to the top.
Well, they're honest. They're honest.
Like, you get onto them. We've got to give fresh report.
Good grab by James Chittick too. Mark that one there as a Matco highlight of the day. Contender, beautiful kick as well.
Lovely kick.
Across the face there, Fleming. for the Blues. Let's go around the grounds now, thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Up at the Friendly Societies Park, Pete Canady. It is South Warrnambool taking on the Camden Magpies. What's happening up there, Pete?
Yeah, 28 gone in the first quarter. The Roosters 3-2-20 lead. The Magpies 1-5-11.
1-5-11, 3-2-20. Great stuff, Pete. Let's go down.
Good ground to play the grand final up there, Pete.
Let's go down, and we might just stay here on the quarter time siren before we go down to Clinton Bolsh, who's covering the Cobden v Koroit game, because Jordan Dillon is going to have a shot right on the siren here. This is for the 6th goal of the term for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Dillon been fantastic in this first quarter. Comes in, the big fella, kicks on its way, leans back on a bit, and it goes to the right. It goes through for a minor score. So 5-3-33, that is the North Warrnambool Eagles. The Blues 3 behind, 3 points, and that's on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Let's continue around the grounds. Clinton Bolsh, Cobden taking on the Koroit Saints. What do we got happening down there, Bolshy?
At 31-minute mark of the first quarter, Cobden lead 2 goals 3-15 to Koroit, 2 goals 1-13. With the majority of the game being played in the forward half of Cobden, although Timmy Mack has a shot on goal now on the siren. We'll just wait here and see if he kicks it.
Beautifully done, Bolshy. Call us through it, mate. Talk us through it, big fella.
All clear, 1 behind, 2 goals 2-14. Cobden lead 2 goals 3-15, quarter time.
All clear, 1 behind. I've never heard that one. Oh, beautifully done. That is around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Back here at quarter time, it is the North Warrnambool Eagles by 30 points. They lead the Blues. The big news too, Jason Rowan popping a shoulder in the first term, and we will get an injury update for the sharpshooter at some point in time. We're going to take a break on the other side of it. Second quarter action on your home of football and netball, 94.5 3YB FM.
Hampton League Live for Clinton Bolsh Nissan, Sungold Milk, Badeness Rural and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central on 94.5 3YB FM. Weekdays from 6, The Morning Rush with Sean and Kate.
Here's my issue. Oh, you've been practicing.
No, I haven't. Break it down.
And whoever sent you this audio, I tell you what, it's going to feel my rap.
What, this audio here?
Oh, I'm going to end up on...
Come on, Kate, come on.
Hold on, let me have one more go here. How did I go there?
Kate, your second go at it, you sound like you were gargling water.
The Morning Rush, weekdays from 6 on 3YB FM.
Have you been through the Badeness Rural drive-through lately? They stock all the big brands in dog and cat food.
Could be the tail of the tape this quarter, but it just seems to be that Warrnambool have got a few holes to fill here now, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So here they go. Can they start off this second quarter a little bit better? Beautiful tap down that time. Little Jai Turlin kick just misses the target. Goes through the hands there. Well done by the youngster of the Blues. Little flick out. They've got some young kids. That's Liam Bidmate. Free kick's been played, and it's going to go to the Warrnambool Football Club. Plays on quickly. Bidmate kicks in looking for Howard. Goes over the top there. He's Jed Turlin. He's dispossessed. Could have been holding the man. Umpire said yes. And the free kick will go to Jeddy Turlin. So this will be his third shot on goal this afternoon. He didn't make the distance on one, and then just went through the left-hand side. So he didn't miss by much. It's a big kick in the context of this game too.
Very kickable for him, given the wind's going to assist him and bring it back if he kicks at the right-hand goalpost.
So here he comes, Jeddy Turlin, big kick, beautiful kick too off the boot, does not miss, goes straight for the middle, and that is the first of the afternoon for the Blues, so they go to 1-3-9. They trail the Eagles 5-3-33, and that is on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Put that down as a Lucas Brothers goal of the day contender, Possum Kelly.
Yeah, good little snag and much better, wasn't it, Oz? They had space to move in inside 50 there, and Bailey Jenkinson unfortunately hung onto the tackle a little bit too long and gave away the free kick, which allowed Jed Turlin, who's a noted goal kicker. He's kicked a lot of those sort of goals through his career, both on the run and from set shots. So off to the start that they certainly needed, Greg.
Yeah, certainly, and centre clearances, they're pretty important, aren't they? They get the first one out of the middle after losing that first quarter, and, of course, a goal on the board.
So the ball back in the centre. It comes out towards the wing. There's a lot of players on the footy there. I think the umpire will come in and ball it up. He will. So just the attacking side of the centre for the North Warrnambool Eagle. Up it goes. It's Weymouth and Dylan. Dylan got it down. Come to Wines. That's Matthew. Couldn't get it. Dispossessed by Jai Turlin. Handball over the top by Weymouth was good. Could have been a free kick to the Blues. No. Ball comes out wide to O'Brien. That's Jai O'Brien. His kick forward was good and just over the back, dropping into the right place at the right time.
He reads it well, this kid, doesn't he?
He does. So this is Adam Wines. He's kicked 2 goals this afternoon. To add to the 2 goals he's kicked for the season so far, he's going to kick from, probably just on 50, so it's going to take a good effort for him to get it there, but he seems pretty confident because he's going to go back and have a set shot. He's not. He's ignoring a couple of leads. One was from his brother. So Wines comes in, right foot drop punt. It's going to go out to the right. It's trying to swing back, but not enough.
Oh, Cowans!
No, I think it's through for a point. Goal umpire says no. It went over the line.
You've got good eyes, Posh.
One behind to the North Warrnambool Eagles. So they go on to 5-4-34. That's on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard. The Blues are 1-3-9. We've played about 4.5 minutes on the fresher fruit juice time clock.
Oh, not the best kick there by James Chittick Pies. We love the Chittick's Pies. They are the official pie of the Hendon Football Netball League. He's been cut off by young Felix Jones, who's been a live wire in this first quarter and a bit for the North Warrnambool Eagles. So Jones, he's about 30 metres out on a pretty tight angle. He would have slotted a few of these at training. Kicks on its way. I like it. Umpire doesn't move. It is a goal. Mark that one down as a Lucas Brothers snag of the day and a Matco Hire highlight of the day. And the North Warrnambool Eagles, they go to 6-4-40. They lead the Blues 1-3-9. They bounce back with a goal. Eyes Kelson. And that was very, very good football.
Yeah, Felix Jones, he's been pretty good, Matty. We said
good.
He's a baby face when we looked at him, but I tell you what, he's playing footy like a man, though.
He's playing fantastically well. Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Red for Keeps on the boundary. Blackie, you know much about young Felix Jones?
No, I don't, mate, but he moves very well. Just an update on the two North boys, Muggervan and Wines, they're both on the ground, so they must be right. And I think Rowi's just waiting for the ambulance to come to take him up to hospital, boys, which is very sad.
Could mean that they possibly couldn't get the shoulder back into place either, Alan Blackburn. So 2 goals to young Felix Jones. The ball comes out to Batten. Batten kicks it inside 50. Up they go. Gee, almost uncontested was young Felix again. The ball goes to the back to out to Bright. He paddles it on only as far as O'Brien. He's tackled. It's picked up here by, that's Callett. Left foot goes straight up in the air. It's going to favour the Blues, and getting back and taking a good mark out there for the Blues was Josh Irving. So playing his first game for the Blues today, kicks down the line, looking for too much carry on the kick. Come out the back to little Jai Turlin, been good, dispossessed or holding the ball. The umpire said holding the ball, and a free kick. So playing on now is Wines. He'll have a big ping from outside 50, and just misses. So 6-5. That's 41 on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard. That's the North Warrnambool Eagles. The Warrnambool Blues 1-3-9. We've played about 8 minutes on the fresher fruit juice time clock, and missed opportunity there for the Eagles, Greg Kelson.
Yeah, it certainly was. At least, look, we've only played about 7 minutes in the second quarter, but pretty much Warrnambool breaking even at the moment in terms of, how often they're getting the footy in the second quarter at least, which is an encouraging sign.
Well, there's Joshy Irving, not his best kick. He's good enough to go and get it again. Tries to fend off. He's wrapped up in a tackle. I think he's going to be pinged. No, he's not. Umpire said no prior opportunity, and we will have a ball up about 40 metres out. Let's go downstairs. Alan Blackburn, Arts and K Medical Updates.
Yeah, mate, just spoke to Jason Rowan's father. They're going to wait for the to go to hospital and get some juice into me before they try and put his shoulder back in. So that's what happened. His shoulder's come out. So
has he had an issue before, boys, with the shoulder?
I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
No, I don't think so. I think he had some finger and he's had a knee and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know whether he's had a lot of shoulders trouble over the journey. So sad news for Blue supporters, sad news for Hamden football followers too, because he's a great player. I'll take a nice mark that time. No, just spilled through the hands as Batten. Pumps it long and strong. Winds the target again. Oh, it goes through his hands. He's good enough to get. Little handball back to James. James swings on the right boot and it goes through for a minor score. So 6-6-42, the North Warrnambool Eagles. 1-3-9, the Warrnambool Blues. Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard this second term, all thanks to Badeness Rural.
Yeah, and a few times now too, Greg, that Tom Batten has run around the back and got the little handball. We know what a penetrating kick he is, and it's one thing that the Blues are going to have to sharpen up on. So sometimes it's all about what you do off the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they're clever at that because he disposes of the footy so well, Tommy Batten. So it's been a ploy for a long, long time, hasn't it?
Has been. Chittick's kick was good. It got all the way to the wing. It got to Jai Turlin, who was able to shovel it out. An opportunity there for the Blues, but no, gathered by the North Warrnambool Eagles. Here's an opportunity out in that far outer side wing, hard to pick up the players as Stacks on the mill. There's a chance now. It comes out, I think, there to Bell, kicks it towards the centre of the ground. Chipping in was Lewis for North Warrnambool. He couldn't control it. Bell again was good. Sidestep, one-on-one. Jed Turlin and James. James was good from behind, got a tap. Picked up there by Howard. He goes this away, that away, the big fella. Handballs into Turlin. Can he get some space? He does the don't argue. Swings around on his left foot, and a good little kick was taken out there by little Benny Oates. So Hall and Oates, he's on a tight angle. But I tell you what, he's got an opportunity here to kick the Warrnambool Blues' second goal. And I tell you what, that would be almost a Matco highlight. Play of the day contender there for Jed Turlin, purely for his perseverance. That was really good. So young Oates comes in, a late inclusion today. Right foot, tight angle, forward pocket, kicks on its way. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. He put it through. So the Blues, they go to 2-3-15 on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard, trailing the Eagles 6-6-42. We've played 10 minutes on the Fresher Fruit Juice scoreboard, second quarter.
Yeah, you made the comment about... Oh, well, we've got to an ad, have we? Not sure what was happening there, but you made the comment about... Thank you. Sorry, we're a bit slow on the uptake. But that play of the day, too, for mine was Ben Howard, because when he picked the footy up, it would have been easy for a young kid to just blaze away, and he saw that he had no one in front of him, so he took him on a little bit and still got it to a teammate. I thought that was terrific work from him as well to really create something out of nothing.
Great finish by little Benny Oates. Well done. Probably his first one or two touches in the Handle Football Netball League, and goes through for a major, which is fantastic. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Peter Canady, South Warrnambool taking on Camden out the friendlies. What's happening up there, Pete?
They're 9 minutes into the second quarter. The Roosters are 3-3-21. They're trailing Camperdown Magpies 3-5-23. And in the open netball, she ended up a draw, 40 goals apiece in the open grade netball.
Wow, that's a great game of netball and a good game of footy up at the Friendlies Societies Park as well. Let's go down to Cobden. Cobden taking on Koroit, and Clinton Bolsh from Warrnambool Nissan. That magnificent Nissan Navara has been good enough to join us. What's happening up there, Bolshy?
Yeah, Koroit have hit the front, 3 goals, 6-24, leading Cobden 2 goals, 3-15, 10-minute mark of the second quarter.
Oh, beautifully done. He's just doing it so well. Down there is Clinton Bolsh back here. Nice marks being intercepted there by Lukey Wines. So the Eagles 6-6-42, the Blues 2-3-15. They're going into attack once again, but the big man, big Opie Weymouth, takes a nice grab for the Warrnambool Blues across half back.
Yeah, great player, Weymouth. We know that. He's had a great duel today with big Geordie Dillon. Goes short, good kick, comes out to little Noah Turlin. He's out on the wing with the pink boots. Noah goes down the line, looking for little Oates. He's going to be outnumbered size-wise, but getting to the back with Jed Turlin was good, recovered, got it out towards Oates. He's trying to win the footy. He's going to win the footy. Well done, son. Then gets up and runs away, gets a handball, let him down though, comes to Wines. Wines' kick went to James, and James's kick went further afield there to Sinclair. Left foot kick down the ground, but a good spoil from behind was affected by Rob Bright in front of Wines, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds on the outer side half-forward flank for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
They're undermanned, the Blues here, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, they've got some quality players out, some big boys out and missing, but they're doing a good job.
They're trying their heart out. And what happens when you put a Jackson Bell into the forward line to try and create something? Of course, you're taking that from him being such a quality on baller too, Matty, aren't you? You know, so it's a bit hard when you're starting to plug gaps.
And they're a little bit undersized as well, aren't they?
He's probably Warrnambool's best player, so they moved him forward too, Jackson Bell. So, but they have to pull the trigger at some point. Nice mark that time by Weymouth. He gets it to little Wanasteri. Steer kicks looking for Howard. Good contest, that one. Free kick's going to go to the big Benny Howard, I reckon. That's got to be 50, is it? Is it 50?
No.
I like Benny Howard. I reckon he's doing a good job.
No, he is.
he's like a 2-year-old colt that's not quite ready yet, but he just puts his body in a position where he can win the footy.
He's clever when he gets it to the young kid. So this is going to test him. He's going to kick right on the 50-metre arc. The wind is favouring him. He, of course, won the Southwest Tour the couple of weeks ago, poor bugger.
Drive out here this afternoon, Benny.
The jerry can filling the car up on Japan Street Hill. It don't have to be dead to be stiff, so in he comes. Benny Howard kicks on its way. I like it!
It's a goal.
I'll tell you what. Oh, unlucky for the young kid. That would have been a cracker.
It was a great effort.
Alan Blackburn downstairs, you're looking for the replay down there, Blackie. You reckon it might have been a goal?
Nah, look, he was closer to me, but they would have went for it in AFL. Just talking to Luke Cody, who's also out for the Blues, mate. He should be back after the bye.
Oh, this transition of the North Warrnambool Eagles out of that kick out was absolutely magnificent.
Caught him napping.
In the blink of an eye, Jordan Dillon's marked the ball in the forward pocket, Alan, and it took about 30 seconds.
That's a Wixie play there.
Unbelievable. So great transition from one end to the other by the North Warrnambool Eagles. A very, very stiff opportunity missed for the Blues, and all of a sudden Dillon has a shot for goal. So the big Juddle's been good this afternoon too. Comes in, he's on a tight angle, forward pocket at the Warrnambool end of Bushfield here today. Comes in, kicks a drop punt on its way. It's high, it's long, but it's not accurate because it's gone to the left. 6-7.
They've had a few chances.
Concrete scoreboard. They have indeed. So 6-7. That's 40. 6-6 is a 36. That's 43, Matthew. Back in the CBC days. They're coming up to CBC Old Boys 2 Eyes race week. It's always a good little festival there. 2-4-16 is the Blues. That's a Shoshin Concrete scoreboard. 15 minutes. Fresher fruit juice scoreboard.
And let's have a look at this contest too, because shout out to Tony Graham and Jimmy Forrest who are tuning in and watching the live stream in Hobart. That's right, the boys, they get around. Jimmy Forrest was up in Sydney last week. He's just touring the country. He's like Johnny Farnham. He's going everywhere.
When you got plenty of cash, you can do all those.
Oh, here goes Birmingham. Steps around 1, steps around 2, high up and under. Oh, good effort that time by Chittis getting back for the Warrnambool Blues. He took on a couple. Handball comes out now to little chopper Lewis. Lewis from a standing start. Across the face and a nice mark there by Willie Fleming for the Blues. He plays on quickly in a little Turland. That is Noah Turland. Got a few plays on if he wants to use them. Not the best kick that time. The kick's been cut off by the youngster for the North Warrnambool Eagles in Benny Callett.
Been good too, Callett. He's going back. He's about 60 metres out. I don't think he's going to have a shot, but he'll try and put it to the top of the scoreboard, to the top of the goal score, which he has. So we've got a marking contest. Wine's got shovelled out, but the umpire said, yes, I agree, and it's a free kick. Not quite sure of it. I think he may have... he may have sugar-coated it a little bit, but nevertheless, he's got the free kick. So Wines, he's been good today. He'll go back and attempt to kick his third goal of the afternoon. His fifth for the season. And we've just ticked into 16 minutes on the Fresher Fruit Juice time clock. So Wines, he's only a matter of 20 metres out, almost directly in front. You shouldn't think that he'd miss this. Comes in, deliberate shot at goal, drop punt. Kicks, and he has kicked a goal. So the North Warrnambool Eagles go to 7-7-49 on the Shoshin Concrete scoreboard. 2-4-16. 16 minutes, Fresher Fruit Juice time clock. Alan Blackburn for Rent for Keeps on the boundary.
Yeah, Benny Muggerman not too good. He's got some ice on top of his thigh, so I think he's got a corky and the boots are coming off, boys. So
well, that's an injury update from Arts and K. Alan, you've been busy with the Arts and K down there today. There'll be flat chat down at the chemist tonight.
I reckon, is it a cork in the back or something, Blake, or is it a cork?
He's got the on the top of the thigh. He's got the ice, mate. So.
Yeah, you know what? That'll stretch him a little bit too. Just given Jordan Dillon hasn't played a lot of footy, so that'll probably...
Callett might have to ruck a little bit. He's been rucking for the Rebels, I think. So
he has been. So at the moment, it is Howard up against Dillon. Dillon got it down. The ball came out there towards Grundy. That was Jackson Grundy. Here's an opportunity now for Grundy. That was his brother. That was Harry Keast, and he's put it lace out onto the chest of his Warrnambool teammate. And this is young Felix again, boys. So Felix, the cat, Alan Blackburn, Felix Jones, he'd go back and try to slot his third goal for the afternoon, and he's been a real will of the whisk up forward for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Just as the Blues made a little bit of a charge early in the quarter, the Eagles are settling, and they'll come in and shoot for their second goal of the quarter from Jones. He may have just squeezed it in. No, he hasn't. It's gone to the right. So 7-8. 7-8-50. That's the North Warrnambool Eagles on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard. 2-4-16. We're 20 minutes in. Fresher fruit juice time clock. A missed opportunity from young Felix there, Glenn.
Well, they could have.
Glenn, I work with Glenn.
They could have really, nailed him here too. They've kicked 2-5 this quarter, the Eagles. So
they've had chances.
Probably let them off a little bit, Warrnambool.
Here you go, the Blues now. They've got an opportunity. That's got to be in the back, surely. Yes, it is. And the little recipient's going to be little Benny Oates.
Hasn't he played well?
For the Warrnambool Blues, he's having a crack, the young
Only
kid.
little.
He's only little. He's only young. But good to see, and he's going to go back and have his second shot of the afternoon and try and slot his second goal. He slotted the first one magnificently well. And this one, not as tight an angle. And been impressed. He just keeps putting himself in. So good on him. So Oates comes in, kicks on its way. And this will be a big goal for the Blues if they can get it. No, misses to the right and goes through for a minor score. So 2-5-17 the Blues. Eagles 7-8-50. Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. And coming up at half-time, the bake at the break. Blackie, who have you got this week, big fella?
Dual Maskell medal winner, Liam Ryan from North Warrnambool Eagles.
Fantastic, mate. All thanks to Kermon's Hamburgers too. Brett Healy and the team. Free kick or 50-metre penalty for not standing. The mark goes to Joey McKinnon here. And the Eagles are going to launch another attack, Possum Kelly.
And they will, and a shout-out to Glenn Kelson, if he's listening too, brother of the great eyes. He'll be watching the Cats in action this afternoon.
I see Glenn a little bit down at East Warrnambool. The Jones Oval. He sits on that balcony having the odd gasp.
A cup of coffee, he would be. Here's Birmingham. So Jet Birmingham beat terrific this afternoon. He's certainly he's a candidate for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, as is this man, young James. That is Sam James. Kicks the ball wide. Big Judder Dillon has taken the mark. He's about 65 metres out. Weymouth on the mark. He goes short, looking for Big Cowan. He's taken the mark, almost uncontested, in front of his Warrnambool teammate there, who was Big Joel Reinheimer, who's not short either. But, he's really presented himself well, has Callett, and he'll go back to shoot for goal. 45-degree angle. He'll shoot from probably about 35 metres out. Distance shouldn't be a worry. It will be all about accuracy, and he'll try to go back and slot the Eagles' 8th goal for this afternoon and his second of the day. So Callett comes in, drop punt, little skip before he kicks. Nice looking kick off the boot, but it's just fading.
They're kicking terribly here, aren't they?
They are, and they're missing a few opportunities. Rentford keeps down on the boundary line. Alan Blackburn.
What do they kick for this quarter, boys?
6 points this quarter. 2-6.
2-6.
So missed opportunity again. Chittick. He's tried hard for the Blues. He's defended pretty well. He's kicked out nicely too. So lovely kick by Chittick down to the wing, and a good kick too, and it's found Bright. Bright plays on immediately, got it over to Jai Turling. Turling goes short, found Weymouth, centre wing for the Blues. So Weymouth going back. This is where they're sort of running out of options a bit. Has to kick to a pack. Up they go. It's all North Warrnambool as they get back there. Gee, good effort there by young Keast. Now there's an opportunity at ground level for Wines. Couldn't get it. It comes back out there towards Keast. That's Harry Keast. Good play by Dillon. Got it to Lewis. Lewis runs around his right foot, kicks to the half-forward line. Marking contest. Bright got the front position, but using his body well was Wines. And Adam Wines has taken a mark about 65 metres out. Goes short over the top. Or was set up a little bit there for his teammate, and the ball's been forced over the line and out of bounds for a boundary throw in half-forward flank, 65 metres around from the North Warrnambool goal.
Hasn't Adam Wines been good eyes, Kelson?
Terrific. If he's not doing the damage himself inside forward 50, he's setting it up. He's been terrific. And they've had 12 marks inside forward 50, just so dominant North in that area.
They probably should be another 3 or 4 goals up here, I reckon, to be honest. The opportunities and the goals have certainly been kickable. Free kick's going to go to big Opie Weymouth. The under 18.5 captain, the Cats, doing it by 49 points over the West Coast Eagles. There's Thomas Ludeman. Haven't seen a lot of Ludy today.
No, he's got a few mates, I think, today, though.
You need guys like him standing up, don't you, those experienced players?
So Ludeman across half-back. Great play. Beautiful kick to Bidmade. He's been all right too, Mitchy Bidmade. Squares it up. Robbie Bright running. Hopefully it bounces for him. Can he pick it up and gather the big show? Yes, he does. Tries. He kind of went the wrong way there. There's Liam Bidmade. Good handball that time to Fleming. Wrapped up in a tackle. And the defence of the North Warrnambool Eagles holds up resolutely. And we're going to have a ball up right in front of Alan Blackburn on the boundary. And it is the Eagles 7-9-51, 2-5-17 Warrnambool. Dylan's going to go up against Big Benny Howard. It's giving a little signal there, Dylan. Little tap down to the front. Beautifully done by Juddles. He controls it. Coming through there, Turlin. He just loves it, little Jai Turlin. There's Howard. Free kick, surely. And the big blonde bombshell, the blonde bomber. He gets the free kick.
Trevor Barker's about him,
hasn't he? Yeah, no, he's a ripper. I like this kid. Oh, gee whiz, he sits that one up. Oh, what a Styrian, courageous there by the young Eagles and Bailey Jenkinson. Here's Birmingham. It's stepped up a notch here. They're going in nice and hard. Quick kick out of the pack. Turlin's got one against 4 balls. Bouncing, and goes through for a minor score. And, boys, mark that down. Bailey Jenkinson, that is a Matco highlight of the day. He put his body on the line. He knew the heat was coming, and it was absolutely magnificent. Well done to the young kid. And don't forget Matco. They've got those portable ensuites, Tractor Smith and the boys. Magnificent setup, and I think they're moving out the road too in the next couple of months as well. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Peter Canady up at the Friendlies. South Warrnambool taking on Camberdown. What's happening up there, Pete?
G'day, fellas. 23-minute mark here on the second quarter. The Roosters 3-5-23, trailing the Magpies 4-7-31.
Great game of footy up there at the Friendly Societies Park. Beautifully done, Peter Canady. Let's go down to the Nissan Navara man, Big Clinton Bolsh. We go to the football each and every week in that magnificent motor vehicle. Bolsh, you're covering Cobden v. Koroit for us. What's happening down there, mate?
Yeah, the Saints are starting to take control, Matty. 7 goals, 6, 48, 2 goals, 3, 15, 23-minute mark for second.
Beautifully done by the Saints. They're just a powerhouse, aren't they? That is for sure. And let's go back to Big Double D in the studio, who's got some District League scores for us as well.
Do indeed. Thank you, Stewie. It is round number 3 of District League footy this weekend, and Allensford and South Rovers tied on 1-3-9 apiece. Kaloranura at 3-2-20, leading Russells Creek 3 behinds. We've got Merivale 3-5-23, leading the Timboon Demons 2 behinds, and Naranda 3-7-25, leading Panmure 2-1-13. Half-time in the AFL, boys, and as you mentioned, Geelong doing the job on the Eagles by 49 points, 11-4 to 3-3, and the Suns doing the job on the Swans at the minute by 22 points. Gold Coast are 8-2-50, and the Swannies 4-4-28.
Oh, and back here, the Eagles have gone off and celebrated. It kind of swung through late. Young James had a shot on goal. And what's that for the quarter, Ice Kelson?
They have kicked 2 goals, 7 for the quarter,
wow.
The Eagles.
They've had plenty of opportunity. They're peppering, aren't they? And the Blues just hanging around, aren't they? And Alan Blackbird's got the notes downstairs, so all thanks to Rent for Keeps. What's this, Blakey?
Got the team sheets here, mate. So a lot of young players from each side. So, yeah, good to keep an eye on. That was would have been goal of the day from young James. Broke about 4 tackles and just missed pass.
Certainly would have been a Matco highlight of the day, as well as a snag of the day. Blackie, he could have
Those kids are laughing at him.
He could have got the petrol and the sausages. In the meantime, the ball's out that outer side wing. There's a lot of players around the footy, and I think the umpire will come in and ball it up. He will. Now, this is the young man from the Riverina who took charge last week in Port Fairy and Portland, Alan.
Just watch Brof there standing next to you to the main man.
He's on the phone, bro.
He's having a bet.
Hey, one of the sponsors of the Hammond League too. Just say all fresh, mate. They got some cracking deals there, big fella.
Here's an opportunity for the Blues. It's Birmingham, gets it out there towards Wines. He swings around his right foot, dodges 1, dodges 2, and levels the ball up beautifully and finds Jackson Grundy. He will go back and have a shot at goal. He is directly in front. He'll shoot from about 35 to 40 metres out. And, well, they're really starting to get on top now, aren't they, Greg? If this is their 8th goal, it'll give them a 40-point lead, which will really take some pegging back by the Blues in the second half.
I think this fella might be the grandson of Johnny Carroll. I saw Johnny Carroll downstairs just before.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Great centre-half back for the Roosters.
Absolutely great player and a good fella too.
Again, he's missed again. So,
and a premiership player to rank, mate.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. With you? No, in your era, 81 or earlier?
A bit earlier than that, I think. 7
or nice
earlier.
mark taken there by Mitchy Bidmate under a bit of pressure too. Mark that one down as a Matco highlight of the day. Contender, beautiful kick to Chittick. Chittick's going to go longer to Jetty Turlin and a beautiful kick lace out. So Jed Turlin, the left footer, he's got Oates short, chooses to go long, but there's no one home. No one home here, and McKinnon virtually takes an uncontested mark. He probably just had to lower the eyes a little bit there. McKinnon goes to Lewis. So the chop. He plays on quickly. No one stands a mark. Takes a bounce, kicks it long and strong. Who's sitting back there? Big Benny Kellett uncontested. And the young kid, I reckon he's kicked 1 goal 2 already today, looking to slot goal number 2 of the afternoon. I've been impressed with this kid. He's got some ability.
He's in the top 3 on the ground, I reckon. He's been terrific.
Just putting himself into the contest, of course. Son of the great Jason Kellett, Lisa Kellett, Margan Des Curry. Tell you what, Des, you'd be loving this if he was here watching the great man too. He loved his football, loved his Blues.
After kicking 2-8 for the quarter, they do need to get some goals, don't they?
So here's young Benny Kellett, comes in, kicks on its way. It's a goal straight through the middle. I like this kid. 8-11-59, the North Warrnambool Eagles. 2-6-18, the Blues. That's on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. And you're right, Greg Kelson. They've kicked poorly this quarter. They needed that one, and they're kicking away with this contest.
Yeah, and they're kicking away with marks inside forward 52. 13 of them they've taken for the game. Blackie, so well on top in that area, and conversion's the only thing that's stopping it being a shellacking at the minute.
And that is all thanks to Spooky Sinnott account
We
stats.
better give Spooky a bit of a mention.
For all your accounting needs, Aaron Sinnott does a great job, Poss.
The great Dallas Mooney also does a bit of penciling down there with the Spook.
The Moon Dog.
Yes, and I'm sure that, do you think Spook might have asked the question pre-season? You know, just would you like to come across Dell? But I don't think I know the answer.
Correct.
In the meantime, there's a clearance there by the Blues, but it didn't quite get through the centre square, so there'll be a ball up. Almost back in the centre. It'll be big Opie Weymouth again up against Geordie Dillon. They've been at it all day, these two. Great contest. Dillon got the tap down. It came to James, pushing it back. Nose at the umpire. Stacks on the mill. In there underneath and trying to get it out was Matthew Wines. He's going. He might play holding the ball. He's going.
Yeah, he likes it.
If there, Ash Jennings. So there'll be a free kick here to go to the Blues.
It's his go-to move, that
And
ump.
it'll
He
be
loves
taken
it.
out there by, that is
Dwyer.
Dwyer. So Dwyer kicks down to the forward line. Over the back it goes. Taken by Dillon. Got it by Jenkinson. Jenkinson got it on further afield to Austin Sinclair. But in the meantime, the siren has gone to end the second quarter here at Bushfield this afternoon. The Shojan Concrete scoreboard, a quarter dominated by the Eagles, 8-11-59. They lead the lead the Blues 2-6-18. That's on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard. The Fresher Fruit Juice quarter went 30 minutes on the time clock, Greg Kelson. But as you said there a little bit earlier on, conversion correction by the North Warrnambool Eagles that quarter, and they would have put this well and truly beyond there.
Oh, for sure, because what was it, 2 goals 3 that the Warrnambool side kicked versus 2 goals 8 from the inaccurate Eagles. So they could have really made that scoreboard look pretty embarrassing for the Warrnambool Footy Club at the moment. But as I said, they're trying their heart out, but there's just too many holes to fill here for Warrnambool at the minute.
Yeah, they're having a crack. Make no mistake about it. They're just terribly undermanned. No Sammy Cowling. We lost Jason Rowan. They've got some good players out, some big players out, and certainly just not a match at the moment for a very sharp North Warrnambool Eagles, who certainly should be probably another 3 or 4 goals up, I reckon, at half-time. We're going to take a break. On the other side of it, Alan Blackburn and Blackie's Bake at the break, all thanks to Kumon's Hamburgers, with a great man, a former North Warrnambool Eagle champion in Liam Ryan.
Hampton League Live for Clinton Volschnissen, Sungold Milk, Badeness Rural and McDonald's Warrnambool East. And
After half-time here, the Roosters 3-9-27 are trailing the Magpies 4-9-33.
Great game of football up there at the Friendly Societies Park. Let's go down to Cobden taking on Koroit, and Clinton Bolsch covering that contest for us this afternoon. Bolshy, what's happening down there, buddy?
Yeah, Croydon easy, 9 goals 7, 62 to 2 goals 3, 15. Is that maths right, Greg?
Spot on. Clinton, you don't even need a calculator, mate, like doing a car deal. You're all over it.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Back here, big Opie Weymouth taking an uncontested mark. He's worked tirelessly today for the Blues. The kick not ideal, goes into the corridor, cut off that time by Batten, but it's all Warrnambool back here, and Reinheimer takes an uncontested mark. Wants to play on a bit quicker this time. Nice kick across the goal to Will Fleming. Fleming now. This is the kick that the Blues have just let themselves down on this afternoon. They're too quick to kind of go back inboard for more, and that kick once again not ideal. It's been cut off by Adam Wines. I'm going to say Lukey Wines, but he's been fantastic, the skipper for the North Warrnambool Eagles. And he's going to go back and try and slot another one, Blackie.
The wind's getting up a bit now, Stewie, so it might be a bit tough from there.
Yeah, it's going to kind of cut across him here. Wines goes inboard. He decides, I'm not going to have a shot for this. And Sammy James is going to go back on a little bit better angle and try and slot another one for the North Warrnambool Eagles. So James, the twins, been great players for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Sons of Shawnee James. He was a good player in his own right.
Tough as old boots he was, sure.
Played the under-18s with Shawnee at Warrnambool. Good kid, good lad.
You
So
went everywhere,
James
of course, Matt.
comes in, kicks on its way. Nice kick. They
Lovely
like it.
kick. Lovely.
And it is a goal. So 11-11, 77. That is the North Warrnambool Eagles. The Warrnambool Blues 4-7-31. Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. And, well, I think the Eagles just doing it on the bit, to be honest, Greggy Kelson.
Yeah, drawing away again now, the Eagles. And as I said, Warrnambool trying hard, but just don't have the answers. Matthew?
40 points now, Oz, and, promising. Well, they kicked the first goal, but then a promising couple of forays by the Blues forward. Got them a couple, but since then, the Eagles have got right back on top. So young Kellett has come in for this centre bounce. Big Juddles is going to have a bit of a spell. As a matter of fact, he might even be off the ground.
Yeah, he's just come off.
Yeah, so Weymouth got the tap down. Leg was Jed Turlin. No, said the umpire. Come out there towards Little Oates. Oates got it across there towards Steer. Steer, big high kick. Up they go. Batten from behind got the punch. It falls to the back. McKinnon was good for the Eagles. He was first to recover. He might force it through from behind. No, he can't. Jenkinson runs onto it for the Eagles. He couldn't gather. Now he applies the tackle on Turland. That was Bo. Bo got it to Jed. Jed a snap from a tight pocket. Couldn't kick it. Now here's Bidmay with a chance from the other way around. And I tell you what, there is a Matco highlight of the day, as well as a Lucas Brothers. Well, goal of the day, snag of the day. Alan Blackburn down there in the boundary for Renfrew Keefe. Bid made a great snap.
Beautiful. They put that down, Eyes. I think that's the best so far today, boys. It's a ripper.
Yeah, I'm with you. That one goes to the top of the list. Does it? What's your name again? Alan.
George.
Alan.
Lucas Brothers snag of the day.
Mitch Bidmay.
Mitchy Bidmay. That was brilliant. That's what they need. The Blue Baggers, if they're going to pull one out of the bag here, stay in this contest.
A couple of times this quarter they've scored goals quickly, and no coincidence has been because of clearances, and I guess it's because of big Weymouth. So go up again against Kellett. Kellett actually got the tap down. It came back to Weymouth, tried to get a handball. It went nowhere. Kellett tries to pick it up. He couldn't. He comes back to him again. There's Bidmay trying to get out for the Blues. Ball not really getting anywhere. It's not out of the centre circle yet, but I think the umpire will bounce again or throw it up. He will. Slap bang centre of the ground here at Bushfield this afternoon. Bathed in great sunshine too. Weymouth up against Kellett. Kellett over the top, but he interfered with Weymouth, I think the umpire said. Yeah, he did. He'll play the advantage to Jai Turlin. Turlin gets it out wide, and it's taken by Liam Bidmay. He runs around, plays on, left foot, drives it in towards 50. Up they go. Well, nobody went in the end. It falls to ground. Jed Turlin got it. He's trapped on his right foot. Swings around onto his left, kicks to the top of the goal square. Wants a mark.
Didn't quite hang on, boys.
I think that was Noah Turlin. He got higher than Joe Cocker. Here's an opportunity for the Eagles to rebel. Big kick down the wing. Over it went was young Felix Jones.
That's you who's got wind.
There's a chance now for that's for Ludeman at the back. He dodges one, dodges two, gets a long handball out there towards Irving. Put him under a lot of pressure. He's dragged over the boundary line.
Jeez, that was a good fly.
Oh, yeah, just couldn't quite hang on. It would have been mark of the year.
We had one last week with little Jimmy Conlon. Could have took one, and he could have took one there, Matthew.
Oh, that was a fly and a half too. Don't worry, he sat up there and he was very close, very stiff. I thought the umpire was about to blow the whistle and say that's a mark. That's a heavy hit there too. Young James, a head clash with Jai Turlin, I think it might have been. He's just a bit slow to get up. Noah Turlin crashing in again. There's Irving, quick kick out of the pack. Well done there by Fleming. He's wrapped up in a tackle. And umpire said we are going absolutely nowhere. Eyes Kelson, we're out the first leg of the quaddie.
Yes, Alpha Oro. Unfortunately, Matty covered a little bit of ground and just couldn't get the job done in the first leg of the quad.
Alan Blackburn down to the boundary, rent for keeps. They're queuing up for the Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day as another goal is slotted through by Wines.
Adam.
And that, I tell you what, Adam Wines is putting himself into calculations, Alan Blackburn, because he's kicked 4 for the afternoon. And, well, they skip away again.
Yeah, centre clearances are very vital on this ground, so well done. And young James, who got the head clash, he got that in there, so recovered pretty well. He's pretty tough.
Very, very tough. The James boys, make no mistake about it. So they're just doing it on the bit, to be honest. 12-11-83, 5-7-37. Ice Kelson, a lot of sting gone out of this contest.
I've liked Jai Turlin's game today too. I reckon
good
he's
player.
battled really, really hard for Warrnambool. Both Jai and Jed have been good.
Yeah, Jed's presented. He's had to stand up across half forward.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Weymouth and Dillon going at it once again. There's Birmingham hands over the top to O'Brien. Quick kick. The Eagles here out the back again. That's a goal too. Mark that one down.
Clever goal.
Callum Grundy, the youngster. Opportunistic. Just a little left foot snap. As easy as you like.
You had to get
I'd
it
say
on the boot quickly.
that's nearly his first, isn't it, for the club, the way they're getting around him? It's a good effort.
13-11-89. That is the Eagles. 5-7-37. And they got this one, you reckon, boys? I think the Eagles have got this one in the bag. And I've been impressed.
The importance of that centre clearance. A quick centre clearance. We've seen it all day from North.
Small ground, isn't it?
Only 2 kicks, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But I've been impressed with the Eagles. Got some good young kids coming through, as have the Blues. And I keep saying it, but I think all teams in the competition are going to be pretty young.
They are indeed. So we're back in the centre. It's Dillon again against Weymouth. Gee, nicely sharked there by young Steer from Warrnambool. He kicks the ball into the half-forward line. Coming out to meet it is Jai Turlin. Swings around his right foot. Nice little kick too. And spots up Rob Bright. And, shows Bright. He'll go back and try and add to the Shojan concrete scoreboard. 5-7-37, the Blues. 13-11-89. We're about 20 minutes of the fresher fruit juice. He's gone short back to Turland. Now he's got a problem, but he dodges the play. Has a shot for goal from 30. I think Jai might have kicked a goal. He has. That's a magnificent goal by little Jai Turland. And that's the reigning Maskell medalist's first goal of the afternoon. So good bit of play by the Blues. They answer quickly, which they've done on a number of occasions, haven't they, Oz? But they just haven't been able to string 2 or 3 together.
No, they just don't have the same polish today as what North have. North have got theirs, their efficiency rate North's been enormous. Almost every time they've gone inside forward 50, they've got some sort of a score. So, but they're trying valiantly, Warrnambool.
Yeah, they're having a crack. My oath they are. Thomas Ludeman, they moved him out of the middle across half-back, I suppose, just to get him into the game a bit.
Benny Howard into the middle having a run.
Haven't seen a great deal of Steer today, just in patches.
No.
So Howard wins that one down, scattered by Matty Wines. He gets a handle to Birmingham. So over the top to James. Well done there that time by the Blues in Jackson Bell. Handball over the top to Ludeman. Could have been taken high. See a bit of frustration. And the umpires plucked that one out. Wowzers.
Bit stiff there, I think.
Hey, boys, have we got the 6-6-6 rule in here after a goal? Or
I don't think so.
I don't think so, Elgs. We play loose bet in that.
Can you?
I think so. I'm not. It's a good question, Blackie. I'm not too sure.
Because it wasn't that for that centre bounce anyway.
Keep an eye on that one, Blackie. That was Birmingham goes short. To Grundy to Batten. Batten now. One of the veterans of the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Blues put the flood on too.
They have. The Blues have got back in numbers. There's not one player past the centre 50. Little chip kick over the top. Spots up Jai O'Brien. So O'Brien kicks looking for Wines. Could have been tunnelled. Umpire put the whistle to the mouth but didn't play it. Here's Benny Howard, the big ruckman. And a nice mark there taken by little Noah Turlin. A bit going on off the football too. Little bit going on there. The boys aren't happy with a few
Fleming
things.
didn't like the attention he got there.
We'll just keep an eye on that, and I'll keep an eye on the play. And the boys just letting each other know where they are. But back there, a good mark has been taken by Tommy Batten. And you can hear a bit of crowd getting into it now. The sting might have gone out of it there for a bit, but I reckon it's back in it now.
A bit of sting.
Here's young James now. He's got some space and time across half back. Kicks out looking for Harry Keys. Beautiful kick. Been impressed with this young kid. Keys presenting. He goes back inboard to Austin Sinclair. So Sinclair, what's he going to do? Looking to launch long and strong. Sinclair does. Beautiful kick and a nice mark too, taken by the youngster in Callett. Been good, presented well this kid. Blackie, you got some kids on the ground down there in that forward pocket. They want to get out because the heat's on in the kitchen. Oh, Mark's paid there. Umpire blew the whistle but decided to say no. Quick kick out of the pack. The Blues have got numbers back. Touched on the line. Well done by Benny Howard and also James Chittick, who's got a little bit of cramp, and it goes through for a minor score for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Yeah, Howard got it to Irving. Irving off half-back for the Blues. Good kick down the line. Finds Jed Turlin. No, he's decided no, he's going to have a bit of an argument with his player instead of marking the footy. I thought it was actually a mark. And Jeddy's arguing the point too. But no, the ball's out of bounds for a throw in there. Something's happening here. The umpire, no, it's okay. He's just
bringing the boundary in, I think.
So
yep.
Right in front of us here at Bushfield this afternoon, bathed in sunshine. Dylan up against young Howard. Howard got the front position, but Dylan from behind got the tap. Comes out to Ludeman. Caught too high, said the umpire. And Tommy Ludeman will take the free kick. Crowd asking for 50, but I think it wasn't quite sure. The players weren't quite sure of who won the free kick. So good umpiring there, brings it back. So Tommy Ludeman needs to get himself into the game as one of the more experienced players for the Blues. He's got some options to his left. I don't think he's going to take them, will he? Yes, he's going to go down the line now. So he tries to pick off a short one, but getting in the road is Birmingham. Couldn't take on the first grab, recovers. Got a handball over the top. Chipping in for the Blues there. Got one too high. That was high. It was a free kick too, but it wasn't paid. I think that was young Hoffman that time. Or was it Oates? No, it was Hoffman. No, in fact, it was Liam Bidmate. So no, he got away with one there, the North Warrnambool Eagles. So there'll be a boundary throw in. It'll be Dylan again, the sun becoming a factor there. Young Howard got to the front, almost got the tap down. Wines chipped in for North, couldn't get it. There's Keith trying hard at ground level. Gee, in there was... that was Dwyer as well. The umpire said, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up. We'll start again. So the battle will continue. Howard and Dylan. It favoured Dylan. It came down to Dwyer, though. He's going nowhere. Tackled by Jet Birmingham. The umpire will throw it up again, Matthew.
Yeah, so... a bit niggly here, the ball. Yeah, he's getting a little bit niggly.
Pull a free kick out here in a minute. Lucky, I reckon, to separate them.
So Big Juddles will go up against young Benny Howard. Over the back goes Juddles, little flick back there. Jackson Bell's good enough to read it here. Very clever handball out to Oates. Oates' kick is smothered by Lukey Wines, and we are going to have a ball up right in front of the coaches' boxes here at the Bushfield Recreation Reserve. 13-12-90 the Eagles, Warrnambool 6-7-43. Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. 24 minutes gone on the Fresher Fruit Juice time clock. Too strong there. Big Juddles handballs over the top of Matty Wines. The snooze man. He goes long and strong. Kellett and Chittick, they go up. Will Fleming's wrapped up in a tackle there by Lewis. Wines gets it back to Lewis. Swings around. What's it done? Minor score. So 13-13-91. That is the North Warrnambool Eagles 6-7-43.
Yeah, well, it's he doesn't miss many when he's on a snap to young Chopper, but on that occasion he was offline. So Chittick, he's tried hard for the Blues today too, James Chittick, and he's a nice kick out of full back. So let's see how this. He's going to go short this time, and he'll go short and find Reinheimer. He's tucked in on that back pocket, so looking down the ground, all one-on-ones everywhere. He's going to kick down the line. He'll have to, I think, to a pack. Not much on offer, so left foot, nice kick too, down to the wing. It'll be Weymouth up against Dylan, but coming across the front of the pack was Tommy Batten. He played well this afternoon too. Beautiful kick. Spots Jared Lewis up from 50 metres on that outer side half-forward flank.
Put that down, Lewis. Put that down.
Yeah, about 50 metres out.
Key playmakers.
Would be a problem here for Lewis, although he's running close to the man of the mark. It's a long kick, and Chittick got a fist on it and was lucky enough to get it through for just one behind. So nice kick there by Lewis. So 6-7-43, the Warrnambool Blues. They trail the North Warrnambool Eagles, who are 13-14-92. We've played almost 26 minutes of the Fresher Fruit Juice time clock. And we're just about out of time for this there Cooler Eyes, I think.
Yeah, it can't be too long to go, Possum. We're in the time on, that is for sure.
Well, let's go around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Peter Canadian with the friendly South Warrnambool taking on Camperdown. What's happening up there, Pete?
Yeah, she's 23-minute mark on our Fresher time clock here, fellas, and the scores are dead level, 5-10 apiece.
What a cracking
Good
game of
game.
footy up there. It's a low-scoring affair, but it's 5-10 apiece. Let's go down to the home of Clinton Bolsh in Cobden, taking on Koroit. And Bolshy, how are the Cobden Bombers going against the Saints, mate?
No, the old Bombers are struggling now, mate. 3 goals, 21, trail the Saints. 12-9, 81, 22 minutes gone into the third quarter.
How's Tom Bolsh going down there, Clinton?
Not as good as his father, but not too bad.
Are you still welcome in Cobden?
Yeah, I'm here under a different name at the moment. That's all right.
Well done.
Good on you, Bolshy. And back here, Tommy Batten goes bang from just outside the 50. And there's another one for the Eagles. So 14-14, 98. And they lead the Blues 6-7-43. It's been a shootout this third term. All thanks to SunGold Fresh Local Milk. And that SunGold Milk, the logo on that football, just sailed straight over the head of the goal umpire there. And just a quick update, we just couldn't get Stenner on there, but it's 22-2. Taranga up 20 minutes into the first quarter there. So up there.
Good start.
Yeah, I think that's how I read it. 22-2, Taranga up 20 minutes into the first.
Yeah,
Sounds
well,
right
that's
to
a good
me.
start for them. And
Dashy.
say Jared Hayes 150 they'll be keen for a win a win down there at Terang today. So ball back in the centre here, Weymouth and Dylan. They've been at it all day. Comes down to Bidmate. Dodges 1, dodges 2. Gets a little right foot scrambling kick into the forward line. Coming out for North was Batten. He hit it to the advantage of Wines. McKinnon's there too. He got it back to Wines. Wines kicks into the centre. Good kick. It'll find Dylan. Dylan's got to run a wide if he wants to use him. He was going to, but now he's elected to kick to a lead. There's a chance here for little Felix Jones. He outmanoeuvred Ludeman there and then was able to run onto the footy good. He's trapped on his left foot, but he kicks a nice kick to the top of the goal square. Here's a chance for Callett. Chittings was there to see. There's Lewis from an impossible angle. There's a Matt Calhire highlight of the day and a Lucas Brothers Butcher snag of the day. Alan Blackburn Redford keeps down to you. That's what he does best, Jared Lewis.
Yeah, it was. He realised that Callett wasn't going to get there. He half went for the first contest and swooped on it. What a goal, eh? Fantastic.
That was opportunity, and that's got to be a Lucas Brothers snag of the day contender.
He's been written down for sure.
Absolutely. And Blackie was good too. Good play then too by young Felix Jones, who was able to outmanoeuvre Ludeman and then ran back onto the footy to get his own ball, which was good.
Yeah, I don't think Ludy's not moving that well, Ludy. I think he's a bit sore.
Might be sore, yeah, correct.
Just on that for Arts and K, Blackie, how are the benches for the prospective teams?
Yeah, they're both down to 2 each bench. There's a few sore boys getting rubs, and so might see a few more rotations in the last quarter.
Free kick's been plucked out here too. It's going to go to Mitchie Bidmate. He's going to pump the Blues into attack
Been
once
good
again.
this quarter.
He's been fantastic, Bidmate. Good player. There's the loads. We might go back to Double D in the studio, who's got some District League scores for us too. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group, Davey.
Thank you, Stewie. Yes, we don't know how accurate these are, but Allensford 2-6-18 leading South Rovers 1-8-14. We've got Old Collegians 11-5-71 leading Dennington 2-4-16. Caloranura 11-4-70 lead the Creekers 5-7-37. Merivale 6-8-44 lead Timboon Demons 2-3-15. And Naranda 5-9-39 leading Panmure 4-3-27. And in the AFL, Cats are all over the Eagles, 87-point leaders at three-quarter time, 115-28. And the Suns doing the job still on the Swannies by 44.
Gee whiz, the Suns are doing the job in the Swanee. That's unbelievable. And the Cats just playing themselves into a little bit of form. Jeremy Cameron might be the key to you blokes, boys. There's Weymouth, goes through his hands there. Here's little James. Oh, great pickup. Goes backwards to big Juddles. Juddles, not the best kick that time. I knew what he wanted to do. This kid's been good, little Oates. I've liked him.
Absolutely.
He's had a crack. He's only little. There's little Liam Bidmate. He's been all right too. He's got the right thigh heavily strapped up. He's a left footer.
Some of the kids for Warrnambool really stood up today. They've
had a crack.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's Jai Till, and he's been fantastic.
It's getting a bit dark here too, Matty.
Turn the lights on, Blackie. Get them on, big fella.
I don't think there's anyone home, mate.
He's across half back there, Bull looking for steer. Beautiful mark. Contested mark.
Too, boys, I reckon.
It is a long quarter. He wants to play on, use that pace. He's got pace to burn. Long and strong he goes. The Eagles getting numbers back. Has a mark been played on? No, he didn't get first bite on a cherry.
No,
and it is a bull. I think it was Jackson Bell. Disappointed. resting forward, and umpire said we're going to have a ball up.
Yes, magnificent. We're 32 minutes on the fresher time clock, Blackie, and that fresher fruit juice. It's magnificent. I have a glass before I put that magnificent Sun Gold milk on me Wheaties every morning. So here's the ball half forward for the Blues. An opportunity here. Free kick has been plucked out. It's going to go to the Blues. I think it's going to be little Noah Turtle, and it is, with the pink boots. And
he's been good. He's had a crack, hasn't he?
He has been pretty good. I'm not sure whether Turtle would have went out there with the pink boots, but that's another story. There's the ball to the top of the goal square. Up they fly. Batten in front for North. Couldn't take the mark. Comes down to McKinnon. McKinnon got a handball out wide to Matthew Wines. Oh, good mark too. Diving mark out there by Chopper Lewis. And he's coming into the game in this second half too. He's getting a lot of possessions up the ground, as well as kicking some sausage rolls, and he's got 3 of them. He's looking for his options as the plane goes overhead. That's the Essendon to Warrnambool 350. There's a mark taken by North Warrnambool out on that half-foot fleet. I think it's Wines. It's Adam Wines. So he goes down the line. And again, unattended there. It's a bit of a training drill at the moment. He comes out to Birmingham. He's a big chance for our certainly our player of the day. And there's the siren after about 34 minutes here at Bushfield this afternoon. 3/4 time, and it's a big lead to the North Warrnambool Eagles, 15-14, 104. They're leading the Warrnambool Blues 6-7-43. Another good quarter, Greg Kelson. But interesting to get your take on the ruck. I think it's been a fantastic duel today between Dan Weymouth and Big Geordie Dillon.
Yeah, and Warrnambool actually got on top in the set of clearances that quarter too. But overall, I reckon it's been, well, Geordie Dillon I've been impressed with, but Dan Weymouth might be in the best half a dozen for Warrnambool as well, so it is a good contest.
Yeah, you're spot on. I reckon they've been in the play, both those plays for their respective clubs. They've certainly got first hands on, and it's been a cracking contest. A couple of real old kind of dogs going at it, and very similar. They've both got the beards and the shaved heads. And good to see a couple of those old stalwarts. Let's take a break on your home of football, Netball 94.5 3YBFM, and we'll come back with final quarter action here from Bushfield between the North Warrnambool Eagles and the Warrnambool Blues.
Hampton League Live for Clinton Volschnissen, Sun Gold Milk, Badeness.
They are, mate. No, it's very good. Good to see Cameron back for his first game. So, no, good on him. Good on the Cats.
Yeah, absolutely. And what were the messages from both coaches down there, Blackie, at 3/4 time?
Yeah, Adams, keep the foot on the pedal, keep working, running through. And Warrnambool looking all right when they get a bit of run through the middle and that, aren't they? The young kids have been pretty good. I'll try and get Timmy Hunt here and just have a talk about the young kids.
Beautifully done down there, Alan Blackbird.
Good on you, Tim. Thanks for your time, mate. I know you're a few goals down on the scoreboard, mate. The young kids have been good. Young Oates and Howard and these blokes.
Yeah, they have played well. We're probably undermanned a little bit today, but yeah, they competed pretty well at forward. And for certain patches, we competed all right, so not too far down.
And the big Moo didn't play, of course, and we know with Rowie. Any updates on Rowie? Shoulder?
Oh, no, they had a lot of difficulty to actually pop it back in. So, a shame for him, and hopefully it's not too bad structurally. But, I think hopefully we'll get him back. We'll have to wait and see.
All right, mate. Thanks for your time. Best of luck.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, wouldn't they love to have Timmy Hunt running around? Absolute superstar back in his day. Former Maskell medalist too, Timmy Hunt's. His injury curtailed career, was stiff. He was stiff because he was a very, very good footballer, and injury got him in the end, Greg Kelson.
Yeah, from a very, very good sporting family too. His mum and dad both real talents.
Another one missing too, Darcy Graham sitting on the bench there, so here's another one.
Oh, of course.
Good, very good midfielder, Darcy. So,
yep. They're decimated, aren't they? Decimated.
Yeah. Certainly are. And what's the update with Moo, boys? Blackie? How come Moo didn't play today, mate? Is it soft tissue? He's just to your left there, big fella. Just ask him. Now, your left.
There he is.
That'll be the right.
Righto, Moo. The boys want to know. We're on live on air, mate. They just want to know what's wrong, mate. What's the injury?
No injury, boys. Sarah wanted to play netball, so I was on babysitting duties.
I don't believe.
No, a bit of a hamstring. yeah. A good time.
The boys, the young fellas are going all right. They haven't chucked the towel in, so pretty good.
Having a crack, yeah, that's all we can ask for. So, young Cooper Hoffman, Oatsy's having a go, so we just keep pushing this last quarter. Yeah.
Righto, mate. Thanks
Jeez,
for your time.
he had me there, the big fella.
He was pretty serious when he answered it.
I thought, hang on a minute, he's new age guy, Moo is.
He should have went along with it. He would have nearly got us.
There you go. He has got a little hamstring strain. Has Moo Cowling, and of course Jason Rowan. Halfway through the first quarter, popped the shoulder out, which is really sad news for Blue supporters. So 15-14, 104 the Eagles, Warrnambool 6-7-43. Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. Fourth quarter action underway, all thanks to Clinton Bolsh of the Aldis and Navarra.
Absolutely, Matty, and no clear win out of the middle there, and there'll be a secondary bounce. Little Jai Turlin, the last one to get up, as he often is. So here we go again, Weymouth and Dillon. Dillon got it down, came to Snooze Wines, gets out to Birmingham. A wobbly old kick forward, almost taken the mark. There was, that might have been McKinnon. There's a kick forward by the Eagles, but coming out and intercepting in front of Cullen is Chittick. So Chittick goes wide, looks for Irving. He's got a little bit of space to work in. Goes short again to Turlin. He's been good, Jai Turlin. Now he's looking for a play. Not sure it was meant for that little fella there, but he's got it anyways. Back to Turlin again. Now over the top again. This might be Hoffman. So left foot down the ground, over the top of McKinnon. Comes to Jenkinson. Timed it well. Got it to Wines. Wines will give it to Batten. This will be a big kick, or it'll spot one up. It'll spot one up to Lewis. Lewis is looking to play on. Now he can't find an option, so he goes back. Kicks forward, nice kick too, looking for Callett, and he takes the mark centre half forward about 35 metres out from goal.
This kid's impressed me, boys.
Yeah, been really good. Hands are good, he's tall, and he probably hasn't even filled out properly yet, has he? So he's going to be a very, very good player in the future, is Callett. So he's going back too, Matty, for his fourth goal of the afternoon. So
got to be in contention for Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day if he kicks this. Greg Kelson and Alan Blackburn.
He does.
And Philip Kelly.
He's about 35 metres out. He's directly in front. He kicked one from here in the second quarter, so he shouldn't have too much trouble with the distance. The ball's swinging back.
Got that little stutter, hasn't he?
He's just missed to the right. So another behind the North Warrnambool Eagles on the Shojan concrete scoreboard, and the Warrnambool North, the Warrnambool Blues are 6-7-43. They trail the North Warrnambool Eagles 15-15, 105.
So here's James Chittick now, deep in defensive 50. He's been all right.
Yeah, he's tried hard.
He's tried hard. He's
had plenty of work to do.
He's had plenty of work to do. He's played on Callett. There's Ryan Homer. Goes back to him now, the left footer. He's just a little bit indecisive at times. Fleming. Oh, same thing again. Puts Chittick under a bit of pressure, but Chittick's good enough to respond and takes a nice mark under a bit of siege. So James Chittick, he's on the last line of the fence. He's got Irving short if he wants to use him. Decides to go down the line. Oh, it's a worm burner. Had to be good. And goes out of bounds. Had a bit of power and a bit of sting on that kick. And Jackson Bell had no opportunity whatsoever. So the ball goes out of bounds. And we will have a ball up about 60 metres out from the North Warrnambool Eagles goal line.
Yes, absolutely, Matty, and it's getting a bit gloomy here at Bushfield as Weymouth and Dillon go at it again. Dillon got it down, came down to Birmingham. A hurried kick there went nowhere. Dillon got it again, handballed over the top to Wines. Wines got it to James. James got it across to Keast. Keast's little kick, it went sideways at the end. The mark was taken by Liam Bidmate for the Blues. It goes into the centre, and dropping an opportunity there was Sinclair for the Eagles. Now's the opportunity out there for the Blues in Sam Morgan. Morgan goes onto his right foot, kicks up and under. Big ask for Turlin, but he competed well. Head got it at jam level. Well done by Jai Turlin. Here's a chance for the big fella in... that's
Howard.
the big ruckman in Howard. He jumps on the ball. I don't think he's going anywhere. The umpire's just given it me. I'll throw it up. It's about 25, 30 metres. 30 metres around from the North Warrnambool goal. So Howard will contest this throw up with Dillon. He goes a bit early. Dillon got the tap. It went towards Wines. That's Matthew Wines looking for the boundary line. I think he'll find it in the end. He's still going in. Now it's over the line, out of bounds in front of the coaches' boxes here at Bushfield this afternoon. We are 5 minutes in on the fresher fruit juice time clock. The Shojin Concrete scoreboard 15-15, 105 the Eagles. They're leading the Warrnambool Blues 6-7-43. Boundary throw in, Weymouth in front, Dylan from behind. Dylan got the tap, came down to Bidmate. Bidmate only got it as far as Dylan. He's this way, that away. Got a handball to Matthew Wines. Wines centres the ball, little too much carry, and the mark's taken behind there by Tom Ludeman. Ludeman plays on to lead the Bright. Bright's got it half forward flank for the Blues, comes onto his left, gets it to Steer. Steer's got one over the top, but he wants it. No, he dummies the handball. Elmer shot for goal from 35 metres. Will Steer, and he's kicked a goal.
That's a good goal. He's
kicked a goal. That's certainly a Lucas Brothers Butcher snag of the day contender there for young Steer. So Austin Steer kicks his first for the afternoon. The Blues go on to 8-7. No, they're 7-7-49. In fact, the boys have done the scoreboard 15-15, 105. So 15s and 7s on the scoreboard down there, Blackie, and you've got an injury update down there for Arts and K.
Lukey Wines, so they're down to one on the bench now. Lukey Wines, he's crooked before the game, bit of flu and that, so he's got his boots off, so he won't play any further part.
Good on him. He's been solid in defence too this afternoon. Gee, that was a good goal by young Wannastiri, Eyes Kelson.
Just clever.
He's got pace to burn, hasn't he?
Yeah, pace to burn, and just steadied up and made sure that he wasn't going to miss it.
He's dangerous around goals. Thomas Ludeman's been better in the second half too, I reckon, for the Blues.
Much better. Third quarter was great.
Yeah. Weymouth wins it down again, goes through the hands of Steer. There's James, just trips over himself. Handball goes out to Harry Keast. Keast kicks down the line just over the top. Will Fleming running onto it now. Off the ground goes Adam Wine. Shittick on the last line of the fence. Just goes through his hands. They're under pressure again now. Well done, though, by the defensive there in young Hoffman. Dives on the football. Dispossessed. Umpire says holding the ball, and the free kick will go to the Blues. Well under young Hoffman. There's Brad Bull. Kicks back to Chittick. Chittick now's got Irving. Oh, kick had to be good. Missed the target. And it's going to go out of bounds. Yes, it is. And we will have a ball up.
Stewie, it'll be good to get around the ground to Camperdown and South, mate. This is a pretty close game there, isn't it?
Absolutely it is, mate. Just running the whole ship here.
Rick, just give Dave a ring in the studio.
I might get you a job at racing.com if you want. You might be able to jump into the hot seat over the May Carnival. Just direct the traffic.
Hot seat, is it?
Not real hot. It has been lately, I think.
Oh, beautiful kick. That's on Bidmate to Bright. Plays on quickly. Robbie Bright's a high up and under. Jackson Bell and Bailey Jenkinson. Bell! Oh, play the mark up! That was a grab.
E for effort.
That was. Give it to him. And Jackson Bell, good effort there. Well done too by young Jenkinson. And we are going to have a ball up. Or a throw in, I should say. Jordan Dillon's had to do the ruck work, to be honest, most of the day today. Muggovan went off in that first term. We haven't seen a lot of him since then. Palms it down to Birmingham. Beautiful palm and unattended. His little Jai Turland. Been good for the Blues.
Yeah, one of their better players.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful kick.
Oh, look at that.
And that's a beautiful mark that time. Under pressure.
Two class players there.
Jenkinson. And Jackson Bell takes a beautiful diving mark. It's a Matco high highlight. Gives it back to Jai Turland. Turland goes bang. And it's a goal. That is a goal. Team football at its best for the Blue Baggers. So 8-7, 55 Warrnambool. The North Warrnambool Eagles 15-15, 105. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group and Peter Canady. South Warrnambool taking on Camperdown. What's happening up there, Pete?
Yeah, she's a 6-point margin at 7-minute mark of the last quarter. The Roosters are 6-12-48, leading the Magpies 5-12-42.
Any wind advantage up there, Pete, to any team?
Strong wind going towards the Abattoirs end of the ground, but it's swirling around quite a bit. It's a pretty tricky wind, really.
Who's kicking with it, mate?
Camperdown have got the wind in the final quarter.
Hey, Pete, can I ask a question? Which end is the Abattoirs?
No, it's the
Port Fairy end of the ground, Possum.
Thanks, mate.
That's not that.
That'd be
I
west.
didn't know. I didn't know.
Sorry, mate. Abattoirs. It's
Don't
that
put
thing
up-
called Midfield Meats. You know, it's that big factory there at the overpass.
Don't put up.
Oh,
Don't
it's
put
at
up with
the
that.
Friendlies. I thought it was a Camperdown. I apologise.
There you go.
I apologise.
He's unbelievable. Hey,
Send him
listen, let's
away,
go to...
boys.
Let's go to Clinton Bolsh now down at Cobden v. Karoit. Bolshy, the Saints doing it on the bet, big fella.
Yeah, Saints are doing it easy, mate. 17-11, 113 to 4-5-29. 8 minutes gone.
Beautifully done, mate. Get some goal kickers and some better players in the 3-2-1s as well for the wash-up after the game. Clinton Bosch covering that one. Great goal back here by young Jet Birmingham for the North Warrnambool Eagles. They go to 16-15, 111. They lead the Blues 8-7-55. Let's go down to Darren Dashy Stenhouse, who's coaching the Magoos at the Port Fairy Seagulls. And, well, firstly, Stenner, how did the twos go today against Warrnambool, big fella?
Yeah, well, we had a win in twos. We come back from 9 points down the last score. Good effort. So happy with that.
Oh, fantastic, mate. 2 in 2 weeks. The boys are on fire. What's happening in the senior contest, mate?
Mate, it's a bit one-sided here. Terang 6-7-43 to Port Fairy 1-3-9. Oscar Pollock just put through the Port Fairy's first. So we're 15.5 minutes into the second quarter here. Thumbs out.
Beautifully done, Stenner.
Not a bad day here.
Beautifully done. That is around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group.
Yeah, back here at Bushfield as after the goal by Birmingham, here's an opportunity for little Felix Jones. He got a handball out, picked up by Howard. Well done by the big fella. He controlled it well, got it back to Weymouth. He'll give it back now to Steer. Steer dodges one, dodges two, got it over the top to Howard. Howard will give it back to Steer. Steer dodges one again, but takes on one too many this time. And there'll be a free kick. I think he just run out of energy in the end, and the free kick will go to Sammy James for the North Warrnambool Eagles. He's pretty good today as well. He's got McKinnon for a handball, gives it to him. Now McKinnon kicks it wide, looking for Callan. Up he goes with the big dukes. He couldn't quite hold the mark. It falls to ground. Well done by the Blues there. Good defence. It comes back to Callan at ground level. Was really good. Butted up well. There's an opportunity. Brian, was it now? Ludeman will get it over the line out of bounds, and he'll force a throw in right down in that far forward pocket for the North Warrnambool Eagles. They lead 16-15, 111 to the Blues, 8-7-55. The Shojin Concrete scoreboard. We're about 12 minutes in on the fresher fruit juice time clock.
Beautifully done. Palm down that time. Handball comes out. Scrappy little bit of play at the moment. Handball goes into James. He flicks it over the back. Scouted, though, by Liam Bidmate. Handball misses the target. He's good to go and get it again. Just kicks it off the ground. Coming through there is Joey McKinnon. Little Jai Turlin's in there fighting for the football as well. Wines. Couple of balls going at it. And the umpire says we're going to have a ball up. So 16-15, 111 the Eagles. 8-7-55. Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Big Dylan goes up that time against McKinnon. Here comes James. Handball gets out there to young Lewis Holland. And a nice kick and finds Big Juddles, who I reckon has been fantastic for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Jordan Dillon this afternoon. He's going to go back and have a shot about 35 metres out, nearly directly in front. Greg Kelson, he has had a good game of football, hasn't he?
Well, so have a lot of his teammates, but he's just been terrific. First game back too, you thought he might have been a little bit underdone. 21 marks inside forward 50 for North Warrnambool Eagles. It's a lot of entries and a lot of marks, isn't it?
So big Jordan Dillon, he sprayed it off the right and it goes through for a minor score. So 16-16, 112. That's the North Warrnambool Eagles, 8-7-55, the Blues. The sting well and truly gone out of this contest. And Alan Blackburn
said to his father, imagine if he could kick straight, how good he'd be.
Brian would be happy with that, mate.
Brian's shaking there.
No, he's nodding the head. He's nodding the head.
I love it. I love it. So the ball's deep in defensive 50. Reinheimer, big long kick looking for Bidmate. Good fist over the top that time. Eagles getting numbers back across the half-back line. I think the ball's going to go out of bounds. Yes, it will. Young Harry Keast happy to see it out. We're going to have a ball up, smack bang on centre wing out here at Bushfield, Poss.
Yeah, absolutely, Matty. And they worked hard, the boundary umpires today. The young kids have earned their money. So here's a throw in. It'll be Weymouth up against McKinnon on this occasion. Weymouth behind. McKinnon got the tap. Nice one, too, over the back. Well snared by Steer. Steer kicks it long for the Blues. Here's a marking contest. Jai Turlin at the back. Couldn't take the mark. Well done by Howard. Just couldn't quite deliver the footy. Come to James. James got it out there towards Sinclair. His handball was blocked. Here's an opportunity now for Keith. Got it back to James. Ducked his head. Maybe a free kick here, I think. Yes, no. Give him the benefit of the doubt. And Ash Jennings. And there'll be a ball up. about 25 metres around from the Warrnambool goal. 8-7-55 the Blues, 16-16, 112 the Eagles. That's the Shojin concrete scoreboard. Up it goes. McKinnon against Howard. McKinnon got the tap, came down to Howard, butted up well, the young boy. He's tackled, but no prior opportunity. And there'll be another bounce. A bit like rugby here, they're sort of getting, this is the second tackle, and they're slowly getting it out of their danger zone as the North Warrnambool Eagles. So it'll be Howard again up against McKinnon. Doing a bit of ruck work in the back line is McKinnon. Got the tap too, went to James. Handball over the top was really good. Got it to Keith. Keith kicks down the line. It's all Blues though getting back here. Well, good mark too under pressure there from the Blues. Now there's a chance to get it out wide towards Bidmate. Fluky bounce. It's going to favour Matthew White's got the handball to Lewis but missed him. There's a chance for James. That's Sam James. He's under the pump. In fact, he's rewarded for a good tackle his Bidmate. And playing on his big Dan Weymouth, kicks it up there. Tylan got up, but at the back, good mark. Good judge of the mark by Tommy James, and he'll relieve for the Eagles in the last line of defence.
Oh, here's little Jetty Birmingham. He's had it on a string today. I like this kid. I've liked him for a couple of years. He's a ripper. Not his best kick that time. Well done by Thomas Ludeman. Kick off the ground that time for the Eagles. Just pushes it forward, diving, goes through the hands. That time of young Hoffman coming out to meet the footballers. Khaled, he's wrapped up in a tackle. Ball comes free. Free for free. Driving the hill. And there's little Jai Turland on that far outer side. He goes inboard to big Opie Weymouth.
Big
Guy's a good player.
Smaller,
no, they don't. He just gets himself in the right positions. It's been great to watch him and Dylan go at each other today, to be honest.
Yep.
There's little Noah Turland.
It's been pretty good.
He's had a crack, hasn't he?
Yeah, all the Turlands have been right.
There you got kids on the ground, left, right and centre. In front of you, Alan Blackburn. Ball comes out.
All about
well
the
done
same
there
side.
by Dewey. They are all about the same side. Kicks in, looking for Howard over the top that time. With the fly was Callum Grundy. Kicked a nice goal. Handball back to James. Goes back the other way. Swings onto that left boot. Kicks down looking for his brother who finds it. Keeps it in. Umpire says, no, you didn't. A little bit of twin tuition there.
I think Tommy was going to have a ping there at one stage. I think he might have forgot which end he was up momentarily.
He's a ripper, Tommy. Been a good player for a long time, hasn't he? Blakey just striding down the bend. He's not happy with these kids.
Picking on kids.
They'll run away when they see Argyle Allen coming down from them. And here's an opportunity for Steve Wines.
Nightmares.
Nightmares tonight.
Where's the knife pockets?
O'Brien got it back to Wines. Wines give it to Birmingham. Birmingham got it back to Wines. Back here at the footy. There's a kick by Wines. Long. Looking down there for Callett, but chipping in and taking a mark is Chittick in the last line of the fence for the Blues.
Been pretty good, Chittick.
He has been pretty good. He's been under the pump all day, hasn't he, Ice? Yep. It's a good kick down the wing too. And a nice one lands on the chest of Bidmate. So Bidmate comes into the little Noah Turland. He'll play on. He's got to play a further ground. It's Bright. Now he can do one over the overlap if he wants, but he's held up. So Bright will have to go back now and have a kick. He's 65 metres out. He goes short to a lead to Turland. That's Jed. Sort of on his head a bit. Well done by Jenkinson. Got it over to Keith. Keith got it to Batten. Batten fumbles but recovers. Got it to Birmingham. Back to Batten. This will be a long kick to centre half forward. No doubt about that. Spots up Lewis. Can he take the mark? No pressure from behind was good from Bull. Bull gathers at ground level. Got it to Ludeman. Ludeman looking for options. Elects the handball inboard there. That went to Irving. Irving went out wide. Chipping in and taking the kick there was O'Brien. O'Brien will run inside 50. He's got no one in front of him. He'll pop it through for a simple goal.
That's good play.
17-16, 118. The North Warrnambool Eagles, 8-7-55. The Warrnambool Blues, the Shojin concrete scoreboard. We've ticked into 20 minutes on the fresher fruit juice time clock. Alan Blackburn.
Gregory Carlson, who are we thinking? Go through a few for the Matthew Petroleum, probably North Warrnambool player or something.
Yeah, although Warrnambool have had some players that have tried pretty hard. Let's have a look. In no particular, I thought Ben Keller, he's been good all day, really. Obviously, the ruckman in Jordan Dillon, very solid. The Wines boys.
Felix Jones.
Yeah, Felix Jones been good. Chopper Lewis has been pretty good.
Birmingham's been good.
Yeah, Birmingham's
Tommy
been great.
Batten's been good.
Tommy Batten, there's plenty of them, isn't there?
Birmingham's been fantastic.
Go right through them, and the James boys have been good. But yeah, it's probably going to be a North Warrnambool player, obviously. But don't put me on the spot like that again, please.
Just on cue, Birmingham just hits up a beautiful kick. It was to O'Brien. Swings onto the right. Bono! There he is, big Callets. Is this for number 4, Sidewinder?
Yes, this will be number 4, Alan.
Alan.
Another mark inside
Is
50.
it 4 or 5, boss?
This will be 4.
4.
He's kicked I reckon he's kicked 3 goals, 3 or 4 today. He's missed a couple of opportunities. So young Kellett goes back a long way. It's a cricket run-up.
4 to Adam Wines and 3 to Lewis. Blackie as well.
Lewis has been good too, hasn't he, all day?
Yep.
Yeah, been very good, opportunistic. So young Kellett probably taken about 7 or 8 marks, the youngster. Comes in, kicks on its way, a little bit stuttery, Josh Kennedy style. He makes no mistake about it, the young kid. Not a bad debut, 4 goals.
No, he could be
On
close to
debut.
their best. Don't worry about
Absolutely.
that. He's been terrific.
Been fantastic, has young Benny Kellett for the North Warrnambool Eagles. I reckon Adam Dow would be happy with a few of those kids. Jet Birmingham, of course, back from the greater Western
And he could
Victorian
have kicked
Rebels.
6 or 7, really.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
he has been great.
As he said, kicked 3 in the second half last week. So he's got some ability. The Cats have run out winners too by 98 points over the West Coast Eagles. And the Gold Coast Suns have defeated the Sydney Swans by 40 points. All thanks to McLaren Hunt around the grounds.
Well, she'll be on at the Gold Coast tonight. There's the centre bounce. So up they go. Dylan and Howard. Howard got it down to Birmingham. That'd be possession 30-something, you'd imagine. It comes out to James. He kicks it long, looking for Kellett again, but over the back end. Well-timed mark there. I think that
Fleming.
That's Fleming down. He's been pretty good too. So he goes wide to Irving. Chips it over the top, and this time he finds the Zachy Dwyer. So Dwyer, half-back flank, looking for options, goes down the line, looking for Jed Turlin. Up he goes from behind. The spoil was done there by young Callum Grundy, and the ball's been forced over the line, out of bounds on that outer side wing. Here at Bushfield this afternoon, we've ticked into 22 minutes of this final quarter here this afternoon. Been a good contest without being great, because the North Warrnambool Eagles been in control most of the day. Dylan and Howard again. No one really won the ball out. It comes with Bidmaid. Bidmaid's been good for the Blues. Centres the ball. It's a dangerous kick, because judging it better that time was young Felix Jones. So he goes short again. He's looking out there for McKinnon. He's battling. No, that's actually young Grundy out there. He couldn't control it. Now he can. The ball's gone towards the boundary line. Lewis will get it. He gives it back to Jones, but it's gone over the line, out of bounds. About 65 metres around from the North Warrnambool goal, and they lead 18-16, 124, 8-7, 55. That's the Shojin concrete scoreboard.
Beautifully done, Poss. So we've got a boundary throw in. Dylan's going to go up against young Benny Howard. He's worked tirelessly in the ruck all day as Big Juddles. There's Birmingham. He's been in absolutely everything. Little underneath handball. Juddles to Wines. Matty Wines this time. Kick on its way. And I think it's gone out of bounds in the full. Yes, it has. And the Blues will get the resultant free kick. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Peter Canady up at the friendly South Warrnambool v Camperdown. What's happening up there, Pete?
Yeah, 22 into the last quarter here. 13-point lead to the South Warrnambool Roosters. 7-13-55. Leading the Magpies. 5-12-42.
Can't be long to play in that game there. Looks like the Roosters might have the job done. Let's go down to Clinton Bolsh. All thanks to Warrnambool Nissan. And the new Navara down at Compton v Croy. What's happening down there, Bolshy?
Yeah, it's a big blowout now, Matty. 19-13, 127 to 4-5-29. 21 minutes gone.
That's a big victory again to the Koroyd Saints over that young Cobden outfit. And let's go back up to Terang. It is Terang Mortlake taking on Port Fairy, and Darren Stenhouse covering that one for us. What's happening up there, Dash?
Terang 8-8-56, Port Fairy 2-6-18, just about to go half time. Shot on goal here for Port Fairy. Hopefully get their third.
They probably need it heading into half-time just to keep themselves
definitely need
in that contest. Beautifully done, Steno. That is around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group.
Yeah, so back here at Bushfield, boundary throw in forward pocket for the Eagles. Snapping the ball was Birmingham. That's a magnificent goal, and I think that's capped off what's been a pretty solid afternoon. Well, Louis Holland, was it, Blackie? Yeah. The headbands, both the boys are wearing headbands. I think it might have been Holland on that occasion. So
he got us to boot quickly, didn't he?
He did. He got it to a little left footer. So they kicked their 19th of the afternoon, the North Warrnambool Eagles, 19-16. That's 124, and they lead the Warrnambool Blues, who are 8-7-55. That's the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. We've ticked into 25 minutes on the Fresher Fruit Juice time clock, so another... Well, it's a good score now, isn't it? 130-55, so comprehensive here by the North Warrnambool Eagles. So back in the centre, it'll be Dylan again, this time up against young Howard, who's battled pretty hard all day for the Blues, but Dylan's been outstanding for the North Warrnambool Eagles, and on cue gets it down to James. James kicks it forward. It's a little wobbler along the ground. Here's an opportunity for McKinnon, who's up forward now. Jai Turlin picked it up. He's tackled, dispossessed, holding the ball, said the umpire. Didn't give him a lot of opportunity. Advantage will be paid. It's going to come back. The free kick, I think, will be taken by Jet Birmingham. Or will it come back to James? It might be James. So he'll come back and take the kick. And there's just for Arts and K, little Jai Turlin not in great condition over there, Blackie. If you look out in that far half.
Cramping, mate.
Yeah, here's an opportunity again for Lewis. Has a snapshot for goal, but misses. So 19-17, 131. The Eagles 8-7-55. Warrnambool on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. Chitty bring the ball back into play for the Blues. He's going to kick it in the direction of Jai Turlin, but I don't think he can mark it line on the ground. Bright might be able to at the back. He can't. Chipping in there was Keith to do the spoil. It was good. Ed butted up and got it. One on the handball. Got it to O'Brien. O'Brien goes inboard. They'll come backwards now to Jenkinson. Bailey Jenkinson just puts it on the boot, and he'll find a play that's hard to pick up there. There's Keith, I think. Harry Keith. So
he's got a few heavy knocks, little Bailey Jenkinson today, hasn't he? Like just off the ball kind of knocks. He's a little bit sore too, Blake. He just keep an eye on him.
He is, mate.
He's a gun cricketer. He might have needed the thigh pad out there today, Blake. He's got a bit of a corky, I reckon. Then there's another player down the centre of the ground for the Eagles as well.
He's coming off.
So
get him off.
Just keep an eye on...
he's done his job.
He's only got one left on the bench, and Jai Turlin's coming out too, mate. So
he's cramped, little Jai.
Survival of the fittest.
So there's
going on for North.
Lewis Holland. They're just going to play one down. They put the cue in the rack here. There's Birmingham. He spins around one. Intercepted that time for the Blues. Goes through the hands of Hoffman. Coming through there was Mitchie Bidmate. Tommy Batten done well for the Eagles. Well done by Bidmate. He goes and gathers. Swings back inboard looking for Dewey. Goes through though. Big Juddles picks up the big man. He's just continuing to impose himself onto the contest. And Matty Wines is going absolutely nowhere. Let's go downstairs to Alan Blackburn. All thanks to Red for Keeps and an Arts and K.
Playing with 16 now, North Warrnambool. Jackson Grundy's just come off, so playing with 16.
Not long to go. We've ticked over 27 minutes on the Fresher time clock. It's the Eagles.
Kenny Wines might come on, I think, the last couple of minutes.
Wouldn't he be dangerous?
In the forward pocket.
It's the old-fashioned no wings, Blackie.
19-17, 131 the Eagles. The Blues 8-7-55. It's on the Shojin Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. Could have been a mark there to Lewis. Umpire said no. Irving gets the handball out there to Hoffman. Quick kick down the line. A lot of tired boys out there now, boys, as you can imagine. Little Sammy Morgan. Haven't seen a lot of Sammy today. Handball over the top to little Austin Monasteri. So Steer kicks down. Turlin, he's been good, Jet. He's tried hard. He's been 1-on-3, 1-on-2 a couple of times, but he's just competed. That's what he's had to do this afternoon. Mopping up there the Eagles' defence, and a beautiful kick it was too. And finds Joey McKinnon, who's got a teammate here on in Felix Jones. And he spots up Matty Wines.
Yeah, and he's been good again today, as he normally is. He reels around the left foot, Wines. He plays on up. He nearly got in the road. So did Weymouth, but he lays it across his foot. But good in front there was Chitty. Could have almost got a free kick. The ball falls to ground to Callan. He snaps, and he's kicked another one. So that's 5 goals to young Benny Callett this afternoon for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Alan Blackburn, and with a display like that up forward, and good set of hands by the young man. He's certainly well and truly in our calculations today for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day.
Yes, mate. Yeah, great effort. Is that his first game for North? I think is it?
I think in the seniors, Blakey, it is. Yeah.
So, been playing in the ruck for the Rebels, and him and Birmingham have been terrific, haven't they?
Yeah, and I think reinforces what we said pre-game, what Matty said about these boys only playing 13 TAC Cup games, so we're going to get a chance to see them, which is fantastic.
Do you know what I'd like too? I'd love to see the TAC Cup start in March and just play them straight through. And in the back half of the season, you've got them all.
You can get them back,
correct. Yeah, for the last kind of 8 games or something. I reckon that'd be fantastic. And they start then, a bit earlier on top of the deck. Weather's good. Good mark taken by big snooze man. Swings on that left boot. That was a Matco highlight of the day contender for the portable en-suites. Yeah, I'd love to see that. You know, like just get the season over and done with. Country champs can go. They can pick the best out of the season, play a month of them, and then all kids back for the final 8 games and finals or something. It'd be huge.
I like it, mate. I like it.
It'd also give an opportunity for recruiters to come into the area and have a look towards the end of the year too, Matty.
Absolutely, playing against men. You know, that's where you want to see him.
Bursts off half-back for the Blues, looks for Bright, couldn't take the mark, but he's good at ground level. Well done, Robbie Bright, got it over the top. Here's an opportunity running onto the footy there was young Liam, big mate. He couldn't control it. It comes back to Holland. Holland got it over the top. A handball was long, which was good. Got it to Grundy. That's Callum Grundy. He kicks down. It's all Blues, though, mopping up at the back, which was
Fleming.
That's Fleming. So
he's been good.
He has been too. Got it out to Brad Bull. Bull kicks long, so it'll be a one-on-one. The carry's going to be a bit too much for Bright. Getting back was McKinnon. He can't control it. Now he can. Chipping in for the Blues. That was good, really good work. That was by Steer. Here's a chance for Robbie Bright. Doesn't kick many. He won't kick one here. It's a wobbly old kick. The mark's taken by Tommy Batten. Right on the final siren here at Pushfield. A big win to the North Warrnambool Eagles. They've run out winners 20 goals. 137 have defeated the Warrnambool Blues 8-7-56. And I think in the end, Greg Kelson, an emphatic victory by the Eagles.
Yeah, well, certainly they never looked like losing today. You've got to be. They were 5 goals to none at quarter time, and from there on, Warrnambool tried hard, but just couldn't match.
A bit undermanned.
Yeah, absolutely, they were undermanned. But
the Eagles had to bounce back after last week. They got beaten by about 4 or 5 goals by the Roosters, so it's important.
Would have helped their confidence today too, because I reckon they bounced the ball off half back as good as any side in the competition. The Eagles, and particularly out here at Bushfield, they just seem to be able to run it out at will, and then you're a couple of kicks from goal, aren't you? Once you get possession across half back, so they were terrific, but. A depleted Warrnambool, hard to get an accurate guide with Warrnambool because of how injury depleted they were today.
Yeah, I reckon they've a couple of young shining lights. I reckon they've done really well. You know, like a couple of young kids had to stand up and put their head over it a couple of times, and young Benedict Howard I thought showed a bit too at times, and there's going to be a bit there to build on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, no, definitely. As you said, they tried hard, and they'll be better for the experience. And young Oates, particularly in the first half,
he was good, wasn't he?
Was good. I thought Hoffman was okay. So there's certainly some light there for him.
We might go downstairs to Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Red for Keeps.
Thanks, mate.
As he's just trying to edge into to get one of the Eagles' youngsters, mate. Young Birmingham would be good, I reckon. Blackie, if you could get him.
Jet?
Yeah. Fantastic. Young kid, of course, playing...
what number?
Greater Western Victorian Rebels.
32.
Headband.
Can't miss the headband. There he is. He just got pushed towards you, mate. They're all over him.
Come on, Jet. Come over here.
Yeah, the boys just trying to give him a little bit of hurry.
He's trying to hide on me, but good effort, mate. Terrific effort, and a good win. Kicked a few points, but a good win on the whole.
Yeah, it was good. Started off kicking slow, kicking a few points, but by then kicked 20 goals 17, which is not too bad. I reckon we started off kicking 4 goals 11 or something. But our kicking improved over the day, I think.
And your teammate at the Rebels, Big Benny Callett, would he kick 5, did he?
Yeah, 5 goals 2 or something. He had a day out, so it was good.
It's good, mate. After last, you played in that grand final in 2019. It was disappointing, very close, but the Eagles on the march, I think, mate.
Yeah, hopefully. This is a good win. Expected to be close, so we ended up bowling out. So in the camping out next week, hopefully we'll beat them too. And 3-1, hopefully.
All right, mate. All the best. Good on you. Go in and sing that song. So.
Only a young kid, but gee whiz, he can play. Don't worry about that. I knew they had big reps in India now, the Rebels, and he's delivered in spades today for the North Warrnambool Eagles. And really good effort. And they'll sing this song with a bit of gusto, I reckon, too. Blackie just grabs Adam Wines to the Bronx Cheers. The Bronx Cheers, he's giving you the bump, I reckon.
I was just saying, about time the captain got on. But we're going to go and sing the song.
Yeah.
Muncie, no good, mate. What's the matter? All good?
Just got a little
get in and sing that song, buddy. Well done.
Roaming Blackers down there, isn't he? He's just got a warning through the crowd. The great man, and they are going to sing this song with a bit of gusto. I don't know how he'd be happy with that win today, too, boys. It's a good effort by the North Warrnambool Eagles. They were too strong.
Yeah, he'd be very happy because I reckon they got their systems pretty much, like I said, other than a little bit of inaccuracy in front of goals, most stuff worked for them for the day. just so many marks inside forward 50. They had so much of the football there that it was probably half a hiding, but it could have been even more of a shellacking, I think.
And it was their clean work early, wasn't it, Ice?
Yeah.
That first 5-10 minutes of the first quarter where their clean possession, their delivery into that forward line was good, and it started all those a lot of them uncontested marks inside 50. So I think just their polish, I think, early on sort of set the game up, didn't it? And from then on, the Blues, they tried hard, but they were just kicking single goals at a time as we go.
Premiers, just you wait and see.
Oh, really, that might have been Blackie chiming in late there, just getting the last bit of that song out for the North Warrnambool Eagles. They run out winners in our Hammer League Live match of the day. 20 goals, 17, 137. The Warrnambool Blues, 8-7, 56. This is 3YBFM football at netball on your home of it. That's right. We hope you enjoyed the live stream. We're going to take a break now and come back with a post-game wrap-up. All thanks to Conquest Pools in Warrnambool, Matty Canadian crew, and also Town and Country Pizza and Pasta.
Hampton League Live for Clinton Volschnissen, Sungold Milk, Badeness Rural and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central on 94.5 3YBFM. In this ever-changing world, keeping up to date with the latest news is so important. At 94.5 3YBFM, you can rely on us for the very latest in national and local news.
Victoria's courts been freed of social distancing requirement and move expected to clear the huge backlog in cases.
The Crangamore Shire Council has decided to donate its temporary picnic settings to community
Your newsfeed always has been and always will be on air with us. 94.5 3YBFM.
Kermans have been around for 71 years, so they must be doing something right. What's your favourite Kermans burger? Definitely the double meat burger, and you can add extra meat to any burger for only $2, and a potato cake for $1.
Yep, no mass production, just real ingredients made right in front of your eyes. Your mouth starts to water as you smell the aroma of the sizzling onions on the hot plate. And when your order is ready, you can't wait to sink your teeth into the Kermans goodness.
Kermans Hamburgers, Lava Street Warrnambool and Ryrie Street Geelong.
The freshness of Sungold milk with a burst of full-on flavour. FM flavoured milk. It all starts in the cleanest, greenest part of Australia with fresh, white Sungold milk. Then comes the big